Hi, I'm Pod Guy.
Hey, and I'm Pod Gal.
And we're the Pod Couple.
And we are with the Critical Thinking Podcast. And guess what?
We're thinking shit through one podcast at a time.
Clip, twisty tie.
What? Clip? Twisty type? What's going on here?
I have too much cable.
We don't have any BDSM stuff going on over here, do we?
Too much cable for you, bro.
I don't want to be here for that podcast.
No, I'm good. I just put the rest of it up there because I keep on getting it tangled around my leg.
Oh my god!
That was
It's an anaconda.
it was not intended to come out that way.
And that's going at the beginning of the podcast.
So it wasn't going to come out that way? Okay.
It seems to slither on its own, I guess. I don't know. Either way, so I was trying to put it on the table
I believe that's a condition.
to show everyone.
Too bad we can't see.
Yeah.
Hold up real quick. There's Periscope. Give me a second.
I have a great imagination, so.
Imagination.
Well, this is the Pod Couple. We didn't really actually introduce them, did we?
I think I mentioned Pod
Oh,
Couple.
you didn't.
You're such a shitty host, Sean.
Wait a minute. Never mind. Moving on. So we have the Pod Couple with us. How was your weekend, guys?
I know them as Pod Guy and Pod Gal, but I want to know names.
They're anonymous.
There's no names.
They're anonymous.
Names. There's a reason for that.
Wow. How are we supposed to make it
Look,
Skype?
the Cthulhu are going to get them if they don't stay anonymous. Yes.
The what?
It's a
Listen to them feigning ignorance. They know these alien bastards are after them.
Don't get me started on those guys.
Can't go there.
This is already settling to be the filthiest podcast we've ever had.
Bring on the dolphins.
I'm sorry.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle, along with my co-host,
Rick the Rizzo and our other co-host.
Sean.
And the other Mexican in the room, Miguel G.
and this is a critical look at all things gaming, movies, collectibles, and so much more.
Dolphins? I remember I had a conversation about dolphin love once before on another show. Oh my God.
They've done their research, man. They're going to give it back to you so hard.
Here we go. Whoa. I don't take, I give.
He's a giver.
That's right. And that's how you go to jail. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad we're off to a great start here. Welcome to episode 76, and we like to call this one Bingo-Bongo.
Yeah.
See, I've done my research too.
Yeah, you have.
We're going to make that the new hashtag for tonight. Hashtag Bingo-Bongo. And if you don't know what that means, go to My BDSM Supply. My BDSM Supply. Pick up your balls and your stuff that you need. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live with the Pod Couple. But who are they?
Well, first of all, we want to just tell you about what we are. And I'm Pod Guy.
Hey, and I'm Pod Gal.
And we're the Pod Couple.
And we're a comedic variety style podcast with elements of improv. And we have all sorts of guests on our show, such as rock stars, movie makers, authors, and even an owner of a haunted house.
Yeah, so life just got a little bit better. We're the Peas.
The Pod Couple.
Did we authorize that advertisement right there? Yes, the Pod Couple, brought to you by My BDSM Supply. That's freaking awesome. We are recording, surrounded here by Rick the Dick. I don't have a nickname for you, Sean.
I'm always the Irishman.
Oh, that's right, the Irishman. Josh, we still haven't given you a nickname, have we? Nope. Tubby. Anyway, no, I don't know.
Let's just call him Mad Dog. How about that?
Are you slobbering? Not nuts. No. Don't eat the car. No. Tell you what, Sean says these are your people, and not because they're white. But
I was about to say, what do you mean, my people?
well, they don't come from my place. They don't walk around with 14-inch clocks like
Well. The best on that one.
Never mind.
Put the what?
Put the magnifying glass away.
Oh, Rick's busting balls again. But Sean has been a fan of yours when you guys first started, and I know we're going to do a few things, but I'm going to turn the reins over to him because he was the one who facilitated this. He wanted you guys on. We didn't even know who the hell you were, and I'm just.
Bingo-Bongo.
It's a pod couple. Who the hell are these people? The Canadians? I already got one Canadian friend. He's the Canadian premier. Nobody likes that guy. No, I'm just joking.
Dead silence.
No, it's like, what? No, but anyway, I will try not to insult you today or anything that comes from your native land. Even though
you guys
insult away. Bring it on.
Yeah, exactly. We're big.
Come at us.
you see, Rick? See? I was listening to How to Be Canadian today on the way home.
Yeah, so you don't worry about us. You guys just be you.
All right. Basically, what we're going to do, we're going to go through the show. We do like a little opening, just us bullshitting around like we're doing now. Then we'll drop in the box office numbers. We'll do the trailer talk, which, did y'all watch the trailers?
We did.
All right. So we'll do a whole discussion on that. And then I have a little bit of news, and then the rest is going to be all about y'all.
Oh my god.
Jeez, that's pressure.
So, but they're easing us into it, so it sounds like a perfect format.
Pressure's walking around with an anaconda around your leg.
Is it getting tighter?
I can't breathe. I'm losing all my blood. What number is this, Sean?
What numbers? Oh, the episode 76.
76. All right.
He drinks too much.
I love having my Labatt's whenever I can. I run down to the store and I get myself a 2-4 and I drink it.
Nice.
You know what that is, right?
Labatt's? Come on.
I work on my Labatt's muscle, okay? Not my Molson muscle, my Labatt's muscle. I married a woman from the north. I married a woman from Buffalo, technically right outside of Buffalo, closer to Canada than anything. So I've been introduced to Labatt's and all the other good Canadian stuff. And oh God, don't get me started on Timmy's.
I was just going to ask you about that. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, I love Timmy's. I have a Timmy Horton cup at the house. I have Timmy Colt. You just name it. Yeah, every time I go up to visit my father-in-law, I hit that place every single day.
Listen to this fucking guy. He loves his Timmy.
That's the name of my snake. It goes down under.
Well, I just have to tell you something exciting about Timmy. Right now, there's something going on called Roll Up the Rim. And we look forward to it every single year, don't we, Pod Guy?
Yeah, we like rimming.
Can I join?
It's Timmy, apparently.
He likes the double on the Remy.
Nice.
You got it down.
No juice?
No juice.
Oh.
No juice.
No juice, no vodka.
No nothing.
Oh, you want to cleanse?
You don't got
No,
whiskey
nothing.
in
Actually,
it?
I didn't cleanse last week, so I was like, you know what? I probably better not do too much because it's going to hurt really bad already next week. You skip 2 weeks, it's going to hurt way worse.
So you know their pod guy and pod gal, Mr. Sean likes to cleanse. Colon cleanse as much as he can.
Why would he do that to himself?
Because it's the only way I know how to survive here in Houston. If I don't cleanse once a week, then I get so freaking tired throughout the week I can't even do anything. So
It makes the rimming easier.
What?
It's much cleaner.
And it's all worth it.
It's much cleaner.
Yeah, just so you know, I've been going up to Canada.
And just so you know, Sean, Pod Guy almost died when the last time he cleansed.
Really?
Yes, he ended up in the hospital.
Oh my God! How hardcore?
Maybe
did he
I was doing
cleanse?
it wrong. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I did one, and I'll never do it again.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! What did you do?
He was doing cocaine.
That's called a cleanse, isn't it?
Coke cleanse, baby. That's the only way you do it.
That was great. I did have lots of energy. You're right.
Shot it right into the anaconda. Ugh.
You lose a lot of weight when you're on IV. I mean,
Yeah. With the worst headache of your entire life. So,
oh my
That
God!
was the crash.
yeah.
Oh.
Keep it up, Sean. It's to be working for you.
Damn. America wants to know, pod guy. Did you get any sex after you survived that harrowing, that ordeal? You should have gotten a lot of sex.
After he almost died during the cleanse.
Yes. You got to sex him up.
How do you think I came back to life?
There you go.
Came back to life.
She blew air into him. I mean,
Points for pod guy.
Wow.
So, Sean, how was your weekend, sir?
Well, I mean, my weekend was pretty good. I can't remember a damn part of it, but I mean, it was great. I'm pretty sure.
So you did drink.
I played a lot of Battlefield 4. We spent like literally all day Saturday, Friday. We had a friend over. It was just like marathon, some fireball throwing in there, a little monster.
Is that a code for sex?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that kind of friend. No. He said he's just a friend. No.
He's really trying to convince us.
Here, friend, have some of this drink. I made it for you.
You won't remember anything, neither will I.
We're gonna do a cleanse.
No, I mean, and also I was doing a little bit with the family. We were doing, no. Shut up, Miguel. No, shut the fuck up. No, don't even go there. No, nothing like that. No, we were doing some recording ourselves. The guys, my brothers, my dad, they actually want to start doing kind of a podcast project of our own. So we actually started doing some recording up in there. Had a lot of fun with that. So
Cool.
apparently I'm going podcast crazy. I'm getting spread all over the place.
Hey, you signed a contract here.
When was that? Was it when I drank the 2 cans of juice? Like, I don't remember this.
And you wouldn't stop hugging me. Yes.
I'm just gonna have to take your word on that. I only remember one hug.
Ask Rick.
God damn.
Well,
Never again.
I got a hug too.
Yeah. That's a code for sex.
What?
But I will say this. I did see some of your pictures on Facebook. Not your pictures, but I think your mom. I'm not friends with your mom.
Yeah,
but I
tag
think
me.
Your mom or your sister posted them or whatever, I think. It was like all you guys were out and about. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We were at old downtown Katy when those were taken. So, they got nice little trains and scenic stuff out there. So it was a cool shoot. It was actually cool outside too, for once. So that was nice. Perfect timing.
So was that this weekend, Sean?
No, that didn't happen this weekend. That was actually, goddamn, that was like 2 months ago. That was a while. It took a while before the files got actually transferred over because apparently my mom doesn't know how to delete things off her computer and a couple other things that we didn't realize she didn't know. So I was like, oh, nobody ever taught you how to do any of this? She's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, Mom, here's how you do this.
That and a neighbor changed their Wi-Fi password.
Wow. No, it's the Russians, I'm telling you.
It's the Russians.
It's always the Russians.
So, Joshy, how was your weekend?
It was all right.
You just call him Joshy.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Mad Dog.
So tell me, Josh Groban, how was your weekend?
You got to psych him up. Come on, Mad Dog. What'd you do this weekend?
Mad dog, get her.
Well, actually, I didn't do much. All I really did was set up Sean's laptop. Had to re-image my PC. I was having some issues with blue screens, but other than that,
Tech guy. Woo!
We need a tech guy.
Yeah, Josh, we need a tech guy too.
There you go, man. Go to Canada and get rimmed. That's their new slogan. Come over here and get rimmed.
New national motto.
Make sure you get your stuff waxed.
God.
Ouch.
Wax on, wax off. Right? Is what I say.
Ouch.
That just changed the whole meaning of that movie.
But wax is not spelled W-A-X.
Oh, they got in the
If
jokes.
you're waxing off.
And That's why Josh wears glasses. You blind, bro?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Ricardo, how was your weekend?
It was shitty. It was raining all weekend.
You could have found something to do.
Oh, I did. I watched
Were you waxing off?
later on that night.
Oh, that's fucked up. Wait a minute. You sleep with the dog. What the hell? I'm calling the child services or SPCA or whoever I got to call.
God dang. I watched, was it the Cloverfield Paradox?
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that on
And?
Netflix.
Oh, you got the O's from the Canadian. You didn't get the A's, you got the O's.
Actually, it's not bad. It's a good way how they connected all three movies. So I was like, I have to watch it again because I had to stop it and then I had to go back I got back to where I was at, but I want to rewatch it again without being interrupted. It was a really good movie.
And so you say it was Bingo-Bongo.
Bungo Bingo.
Nice.
And then I also, like I said, played Shadow of War. Still working on that one.
Ah.
And you, Miguel, what did you do?
What did I do? Let's see here.
He made a Redbox night.
It was an epic weekend. It started off with me laying on the couch and ended up with me laying on the goddamn couch. The wife got sick and vomited everywhere. So I don't want to be next to her crazy ass. And yeah, we did watch a lot of movies. It was kind of like my wife went and hung out with her friends from school and my daughter and my grandson because, they're all teachers. So they went to go do their thing and I was with the young boys. So we were just chilling out playing video games too. Like it was just a relaxed weekend for me. Didn't do anything crazy. I'm still getting over whatever the hell I had too. So, but she got sick and like lost it everywhere. I was like, yeah, I gotta go to the store. I'll be back. You clean that shit up.
Ultimate mothering skills right here.
Hey, we have a rule. You throw it up, you pick it up. So, I make it to the toilet, sir. I can hold that shit. You gotta like clamp the lips shut, whatever, squeeze the ass cheeks tight, whatever you gotta do to make it to the bathroom.
I agree. Or sink sometimes helps.
Exactly. I'm a veteran of the IBS, of the what's the stomach problem one? It's integral bowel system, but what's the other? Acid reflux. That's me. I live that life. So I know when I eat something I shouldn't eat, I better take the medicine to take care of that, or I better be sitting awfully close to the toilet. So my weekend was pretty chill. Didn't really do anything much. Like I said, we're just taking care of stuff. I think this weekend we're going to go watch the Black Panther, and
Which is a code for sex.
How did you know? Every time she mentions the Panther, I'm right here, baby.
I mean, he is wearing all black.
God, my wife listens to this show. I'm so dead. I'm not getting sex for a month. Damn.
It's worth it.
Longer than that.
Well, left hand, I hope you're ready. So how was your weekend, guys? How were you guys up in Canada?
Well, I just got home from work, and I'm all jacked up on road rage.
I told Miguel. So,
You got to go jack that out, bro.
That's where I'm at tonight.
yeah, so he is jacked up on road rage. The beer seems to be taking the edge off a bit.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, so our weekend was actually interesting. We ended up doing all kinds of weird stuff that we typically don't do.
Yes, Valentine's Day. Pre.
Okay, so they mean freaky stuff is what they're talking about.
Brought to you by BSM Supply.
So tell us, do you have the ball gags? Do you have the Ashley chaps? What do you have? Whips and chains?
Yeah, and I'm going into a lot of detail, but we ended up in the steam room with a young stud, I would say, who was sitting in the dark in this high chair, or I should say a chair that was kind of raised above the...
It was like a throne, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was almost like a throne, but it was like this white plastic chair, and we entered the steam room thinking no one was in there, and so we were totally pumped to be in there by ourselves. The light was off, so how were we to know that there was this man, this young, very fit man sitting in his throne in the dark? So
I like where this is going. Keep on going.
This is a steam room, so it's like it's hot in there, right?
Hey, turn off the lights.
Dark. I started smelling this smell. What do you think that was?
Oh, well, what I too smelled the smell, and what I thought it was eucalyptus. What do you think it was?
I thought it was his raw musk.
Brought to you by Calvin Klein.
Pouring out in this steam room.
Yeah, but it was just weird. Like, I went in there. We'd been swimming, doing laps. We did our workout. I wanted to go in and detox, just so I could go out and have some more wine and not feel guilty about it. But this guy, like, on his throne, sitting above us, I didn't even know where to look. So I just pretended to meditate with my eyes closed.
Wow.
And meditate she did.
Ah, that's a code for sex.
It's weird. I thought, what the hell, where do you look? So I closed my eyes. I looked over at you, pod guy. Your eyes were closed. And then the king on his throne, he just was watching us the entire time. And finally I got up.
He likes to watch.
Exactly. Oh, he's a
I
Rick.
said, would you mind if I turned the light up?
The Watcher. You should have looked over.
He wants to watch.
You should
And
have
before I
looked.
knew it.
Did you charge?
Nice. Yeah. There you go.
This is some Patreon shit. You got to pay up for this shit.
What? Do you work for Ish now? Ish is talking about charging Patreon. Hey, sir, your leg is broken. Oh my God, that's not your leg. Miguel, how are you doing?
It was just so weird, right?
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
Then we were all discombobulated, and we ended up at this bar that was holding a huge dance party. And anyway, we were out on the floor, so it was a pretty interesting weekend, actually.
And everybody was watching there, too. It was kind of a watching weekend.
It was all women. There were like 100 women bouncing around on the dance floor.
Hey,
65
Sean,
and plus.
what? Shut up, Sean. Don't even say it, Sean. Shut up, Sean.
I don't go for the low-hanging fruit.
Oh, okay. You went there, okay. I thought you were going to dog me some other way.
We were thinking about the granny zombies.
Shut up, God. One guy makes a joke about zombie BBW grannies, and y'all don't let it go. Oh, my God.
You've been hanging out with us for how long and you haven't realized this yet?
So, needless to say, they won the weekend.
Yeah, they won the weekend.
Oh, they
definitely.
did. Beyond a doubt, they won that
What
contest.
did we win?
Please.
Naked pictures of Rick. Yes. Send them out, Rick.
Losing his friends.
Rick says it takes a lot of women to love this.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'm married. You know I don't get sex anymore. These three guys all single. Well, no, Josh ain't single.
Nope, married.
He got married, so he ain't getting no sex. Sean's just too young, so he don't know what he's doing. Rick's the dirty motherfucker in this group, so we know.
Sean's
Now
not
we
that
know.
young. He's only like 2 years younger than
Is
me.
it just because I'm the quiet one?
That's who you gotta watch out for. Y'all the ones doing the weed, the crack, and everything else. Going on the BDSM kick, obviously the numbers, and the number one movie this weekend has a feel to that. Since Rick says you're all up in that bondage, you give us the numbers this
I ain't
weekend.
giving no bondage.
Fine. Which one? Okay, honest to God, of you three bastards in here, which one of you have been handcuffed to a bed?
Never.
Which one of you been
Never.
tied to a bed?
Nope.
How about handcuffed to a goat?
Fuck. Does a cow count? No. Okay, fine. How many of y'all been whooped by, what is it, cat of nine tails? A hose? Barbed wire.
Dude, this is all you. This is all you at this point.
I have not raised my hand once yet, so y'all can kiss my ass.
You're the one that's got these ideas.
I'm the only Jesus guy around here. Welcome
Right, yeah.
Welcome to Christian Podcast, brought to you by
Oh, God.
the Reverend Miguel Garza here. Fine. Who wants to do the numbers? Would you like to do the number? Would you like to do? Who wants to do? Raise your hand.
I'll do box office numbers.
All right, go
I'll do it.
ahead. Take us in.
I'll
there,
take one
Sean.
for the team.
You always take it.
Oh. So, box office numbers, February 9 through 11. We have standing at number 1, 50 Shades Freed, Universal Studios, weekend grossing at 38 million, budget of 55 million. That's the total gross because they just came out. This is week 1. So,
Not even week one.
what? Not even week 1? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's in the number, you know, it's within the same week that it got released.
That's some white people.
I see
shit
this
there,
movie
bro.
breaking records.
Breaking records. You're probably right. I mean, that for one thing, that's a pretty low budget, only 55 million, and they're already at 38 million. And the first, beginning of its actually being shown, they're going to be doing probably way better numbers than that.
And it's also the last movie in the trilogy, so it's going to be big.
I don't get
The
that.
best for last.
I thought this movie was supposed to be all about the sex. And now there's
No.
like a story and there's a plot and somebody's trying to kill somebody. Like, what the hell is this shit? I ain't paying money to watch that. I
In
want to see
book
some dirty
2
sex.
In book 2, they actually brought in like kind of a mystery element to it, and they continue that into 3.
So you read the books?
And now they're driving cars too?
You read all the books.
50 Shades, Fast and the Furious?
No, the only way I know that is because my wife has actually read the books, and she's actually explained it to me.
The wife.
Okay, Twilight, man. Do you really want to go there?
Dude, you know Twilight is the greatest love story ever.
No.
No. That's Titanic. Come on.
Oh. Okay, first of all, I'd have whooped the old bitch if I'd have caught her throwing a stone in the water. That's all I'm saying.
And not to mention, there was enough room on that door for both of them.
Okay, first of all, what guy does not kick... Okay, I'm sorry, Rick. I know it's a tangible. Let me throw this out there. What guy does not throw that bitch off the road? Billy Zane would have thrown her ass off. Sean would have thrown her ass off. I know for hell you would have thrown her ass off the damn wood. You say, here, get on my wood and I'll float on this wood. We're good. 2 times the wood.
Moving right along. Number 2 on the box office numbers, we have Peter Rabbit by Sony Studios, and we have... Go ahead.
The controversial movie.
Yeah, the highly controversial, politically charged movie. Weekend grossing at $25 million, and...
You think I'm joking? I'm being serious. You think I'm joking?
Yeah, I totally thought you were
No,
joking.
there's a controversy going on with this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no. Pod Gal was telling me about this thing too. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They made fun of somebody with a eating disorder or something like that. Yeah, the rabbit did something with the ball. I forgot what I caught a bit of it as I was walking out. My wife was watching the news this morning, but apparently they made fun of an eating disorder with a kid with an eating disorder or something. One of the rabbits. And so now it's all up in arms, and now the studio people are apologizing and all kinds. Yeah.
And
Wow.
yet it's number 2.
Huh?
And yet it's number 2.
Yeah, well, it's probably because of that controversy. I mean,
point.
yeah.
Very good point.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, so that's on a budget of $50 million. So they made half their money so far. That's really cheap for an animated film like that, CGI and everything. So
It's not that high def compared to some of the other stuff that's out.
Gotcha.
The quality, it's not Zootopia quality.
we're not talking Disney
Yeah.
level anything.
They took the same rabbit and they just turned him around in different poses and put different hats on.
It's a puppet. It's a puppet rabbit.
It's a stick rabbit.
Foolish rabbit sticks it.
Is that a code for something?
It made me spit my tea out, bro.
So at number 3 on the box office numbers, we have the 1517 to Paris, which is weekend grossing $12,554,000, budget of $30 million. This is their first week. This is the movie that Clint Eastwood was directing. I think they actually got a lot of the actual people that were involved in the event to play in the movie.
I really wish this movie would have done. This is the one with the guys, they stopped the terrorists on the train.
Yeah, the Marine.
okay,
The Marine who was on leave over in Paris, and he actually freaking tackled the guy with the AK-47.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So at number 4 of the box office numbers, we have Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, still holding up there. So just this weekend, they pulled in $10 million. So that's for a total gross of, what is that, $365,855,000 on a budget of $90 million. So this is ridiculously outsized. 8 weeks, and they're still in the top 10, and top 5 even.
It's a good movie. Rick took me to see it. It was great.
Good movie.
Hang on, I want to tell you something. Now, I already told you guys, that made the top 10. It knocked a few out. It moved up to number 7 the last time I checked. You continue on. I'm going to find out where it stands right now.
And coming into number 5, we have The Greatest Showman, which brought in $6 million this weekend. That's for a total of $146 million and $84 million budget. This their 8th week too, so they definitely did make their money. I would have kind of hoped they would have done a little better than that, but still, I mean, they made their money decently here in the U.S. I bet they did even way bigger on the international numbers.
It's an excellent movie.
I told you the soundtrack is amazing. I love it. I still have to see it. I'm hoping it's still out there. I'm going to catch it hopefully this weekend along with the Black Panther.
He's waiting for the penny theater.
You don't go to those theaters, bro. You don't go to those. Bad things happen in theaters, bro.
He's waiting for the pirate websites, let's be honest.
Dude, that was like a month before it came out. So
No,
what are you waiting for?
So, I wanted to give you those numbers, 2017. they've done a hell of a lot better than I thought. Jumanji's now sitting at number 5, $883 million, only behind Despicable Me at $1 billion.
Wow.
So it surpassed Spider-Man, surpassed Rick's favorite movie, Wolf Warrior 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Thor Ragnarok, and Wonder Woman.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Nice.
So yeah, it did a hell of a lot better than we thought.
Star Wars still sitting up there?
Star Wars still number 1, baby, like I said. Trust Miguel. Miguel knows it all. What I said.
Well, they should put The Rock into a Star Wars movie, and it would crush.
Thank you. I said the same shit a month and a half ago, and these guys tell me, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot, dude. Get the fuck out of here."
No, The Rock just doesn't fit the persona of Star Wars.
Like, dude, what role would he play?
Solo, baby.
No. No.
Just make him the Wookiee.
That'd be
That's
funny.
racist, bro. That's racist.
I see
No,
him as
dude, if he did a cameo as a buff Wookiee in Solo, that would have been hilarious.
No, man. The Rock could be like, we got to give him a bad role. He's got to be a bad guy. Maybe he could have been like the new guy that trains Kylo Ren or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But what's funny, though, just a little side joke. Rick showed me a picture of, Supreme Leader Snoke. Said, you know how ugly ass he looks all wrinkled and all grayed up, and said, I started smoking when I was 16. I'm like, that's fucked up, Rick.
They said, I'm 46. I started smoking when I was
He's
13.
46. And he's like, shit, I ain't smoking no more. I quit. My name is Betty. I used to be a smoker.
Sith public health announcements? What?
Brought to you by the Tobacco Companies of America.
Well, that's our box office numbers.
Yes, our box office numbers brought to you by the greatest sponsor in the world, Uncanny Comics. Uncanny Comics, located on Avenue I in Rosenberg, Texas. Owner Joseph Kano. No. Runs the shop, runs it very well. Gives you everything you need. Rim jobs, back jobs, holes to What the fuck? And in the back, he has My BDSM Supply. No, he doesn't.
He absolutely does not have any of that. This is not an uncanny improved message.
Thank you. But on the serious side, it's a great place to go, great place to hang out, family-wise. He does do the wrestling events where we can all go out there. He does order pizza. He does have food every once in a while. Does nice little things for the kids, jump house boxes. Uncanny Comics, the safest place in the world. Trust me.
Because you listen to a random Mexican on a podcast.
Whoa! I'm the next president. Okay?
Oh, man. All right, let's go into our trailer talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's brought back the horse.
I always have the horse.
All right, the first trailer we all saw was Mission Impossible Fallout.
Ooh.
So Tom Cruise, of course.
Great Scientology movie, man. I'm telling you, I'm all I love. Did you see how they propped up the church?
What church?
Scientology.
Let me see it.
That's what it's all about. No, I just
Talk about the conspiracy theory.
Hold on. What did everybody think of the movie?
Okay, you want me to
think of
start?
the trailer?
Can I start off?
I don't care. It's open
No,
discussion.
you cannot
It was-
start off with Miguel.
It was a deep, intelligent. No, actually, really cool. I mean, I love the stunts. Kind of like what you said earlier when we were watching together. I loved when Simon Pegg got into it, but I did like the Mission Impossibles from before. I didn't mind. This is one of Tom Cruise's, one of my favorite series he's actually in. It's very enjoyable. A lot of people don't like the guy because obviously the Scientology joke and everything else. I don't really give a damn. I don't care about his religion. The man makes good movies and he can act. That's all
Religion?
I like.
That's not a religion.
Whatever. That's what they call their religion. Whatever.
That's a business.
Whatever. Go with God. Okay. Anyway. Ola Akbar. Okay.
Well, I have to totally agree with you. I like Tom Cruise, and I like the Mission Impossible movies are getting better and better. I didn't like the first few of them, and I don't know. For me, it almost kind of seems like a modern Bond. I'm really excited about this one. So
I think the fact that he does his own stunts is pretty cool too. As Rick pointed out, he broke his leg or something.
Broke his ankle.
His ankle. The cool part is when you watch like you said earlier, the early ones were okay, but as you got further down, when they do some of those stunts and you see some of it actually is like, there's been some times I've watched it, it's given me kind of vertigo a little bit, like, holy shit. I feel my legs getting like all queasy and stuff, like, holy crap,
Like,
dude.
you know, on the last one, when he's on the side of a plane, he was on the side of an actual plane filming that.
Because that's Tom fucking Cruise, man. That's why.
That is
like-
insane.
He likes to do his own stunts.
Yeah, but that's over the top.
That's fine. He didn't want nobody else to die.
Trying to be like Jackie Chan.
I think it brings an element of authenticity to his acting. Because, I mean, when you're actually having to kind of be the freaking agent by doing that insane stuff, I mean, how can you not just kind of really...
Shit your pants.
Taking a line from our esteemed guests on the thing here, he's living life. He's living life to his fullest. Live life. So I have no problem with it. I mean, okay, I mean, what's the other movie where he relives the day over and over again?
Edge of
Vanilla
Tomorrow.
Sky?
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow.
Vanilla. Jesus Christ. Okay, aren't they making another one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's another series I like. I think he's good in that
I
one
want
too.
to see that as a series.
But anyway, going back, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drag us off there, but yeah, I want to see it. I'm going to see the movie theater. You said you were going to see it too, right, Josh?
Definitely. I mean, not the last one, but the two before that, to me, were kind of compared to the first ones. And
Say that shit again.
well, I mean, because I don't know, something wasn't there to me. To me, that was in the first 2 or 3.
Titties and ass.
Really, really. But this looks like they're actually bringing it back. So I'm,
He's bringing sexy back, bro. Just say it.
I mean, how old is Tom Cruise, and he's still doing all this?
And I think they played on that, at least in this trailer, and I think it's probably going to be in the movie too. There is definitely this dark humor kind of thing where it's like, okay, he's older, he's not as fast as he used to be when he was younger, and he's tripping, and he's falling, and he's hitting shit, missing the timing. So, part of it's like, oh man, like this is some real shit here. Like he's older, and this stuff is happening, but it's also kind of low-key funny to watch him hitting shit instead of making the jump every time.
Yeah, I didn't catch that shit, but you guys made that point earlier. We were watching how he's getting older and he messes up. So he needs stuntman Viagra. I hear you. Gotcha.
And then you got Henry Cavill in it.
Oh, that's the best part.
True. But what you're saying, Sean, is that he's not Solid Snake.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
He's not Miguel.
First of all, dude, Cavill is the bad dude. Okay.
No, he's a good guy.
Wait a minute, I thought he was a bad guy.
They were fighting an Asian. If they were both wearing suits, that's why it threw you off. It threw me off too. But it's him and
Dude, he had the porn stash going. He's a bad guy.
both him.
Anytime you got that stash, you're a bad dude. You can't be a good guy with that kind of a stash.
But he's Superman. I mean, can he really be a bad guy anymore?
That is true. He's type guy. Did he take his shirt off?
I think he
See it in the
did.
trailer.
You know it.
Yeah. I'm sweating already, bro. hey, I'm not afraid to admit that's a damn good looking dude. I wish I looked that way.
You know his workouts posted online, right?
I couldn't do that shit. I do Batman workouts, bro.
If you can't do Superman workouts, what makes you think you can do Batman?
Because I'm Batman. I'm in black.
What, you're fat, man? Okay.
Nah, but what about you, Rick? You down for that movie?
Oh, I'm down for the movie.
You taking me to the movie?
No, I'm going to take myself.
Oh, you bastard.
All right, kind of threw in your 2 cents. What else do y'all think about it?
Y'all going to it or not?
Oh yeah, we're going.
Is that movie coming out this year in Canada or is it coming out later?
No, it comes out at the same time. We're definitely going.
So the Avengers?
No, to the Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, we're going.
Yeah, we're going. I like the way Tom
Looks.
looks and runs. Got a great run.
That's one sexy looking guy.
So we're going.
Kind of like they said in the last podcast, the other people, that sweet ass.
And Miguel, what was her name?
Tamara.
Fuck
all y'all.
All right, the next trailer we saw was the Avengers trailer. It was the Super Bowl. It was really good. It showed a lot of what's going to go on. So what'd y'all think of it?
I still got a hard on. I'm down for this, dude. I love comic book movies. You know this. The Avengers, and I've been waiting for this forever. I like most of the movies they've done so far. Obviously, I have my favorites. Civil War, the Winter Soldier one, and everything else. Black Panther coming out. I want the Avengers to come out tomorrow. Damn it! I want to see it now.
What are you, Sean?
I was a little bit disappointed by the Super Bowl version because they didn't really add anything much. It wasn't a lot additional stuff there. I was kind of hoping for like more of this stuff because it's kind of like the trailer they already came out with, which was an amazing trailer and definitely pumps you up for it. But I was kind of expecting show us a little more about it. Show us, some different action scenes and stuff. There wasn't a whole lot added with it.
I
So
don't want them to give it
But
all
maybe
up.
they're trying to not reveal too
Thank
much.
you.
I mean, that's a good thing, but it's just regurgitated. So it's kind of like, what's the point of another trailer when it doesn't show anything?
Man, Sean just fuck shit
It's
up.
a remix. Look,
Doesn't give you the goosebumps anyway.
I'm the kind of person that does like some remix songs, but a remix trailer, No. I mean, I love the original trailer, and I don't love this one any less. But as a trailer in and of itself, I'm just like, why did it bother?
What'd y'all think of it?
I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
It did not give me a hard on, and it did not give me any kind of goosebumps.
It didn't give her the hard on, Rick.
No, it did not.
Rick was kind of concerned there.
I don't know. The Avengers trailer did nothing for me.
Really?
Maybe I wasn't in the mood. Yeah. So, how about you, Pod Guy?
I was rock hard.
What?
My man.
Where was I?
Drop that
We
D,
better
bro.
watch that damn thing again.
God bless Canada.
We will. We will. We'll watch it a few times.
Perfect.
Come on, we all know you're going to watch it once.
Well, I mean, it looks good, but sorry, I nitpick at certain things. So my two favorite comic book characters are Captain America and Deadpool. And Captain America, there's certain things I nitpick at. And Captain America, I know he's on the run, but with the full beard, that's not Captain America. Because he's coming out of 50s military. Then it's clean cut all the time. To me, it doesn't fit at all.
They didn't have any raiders in Wakanda.
What? That's racist, sir.
Oh, come on, look at Black Panther. Is he shaved?
Yes. He got all the women to shave him. He ain't got to shave, bro.
Have you seen the women? I mean, goddamn.
What are you trying to say?
His guards, the female bodyguards, they're all clean.
They use a knife, like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife.
All right, moving right along.
It's a lot closer than all that expensive shit we got.
Let me tell you something, first of all, about Captain America, okay? What the hell's going to say?
I have no idea. You never know what you're going to say.
Honestly, I like the beard look. I think it's cool. I think he's kind of, you got to understand, he's coming back. He's kind of pissed off. The Avengers are broken up. He's by himself. He feels like, he's all alone. He saved his friends.
Down a little bit, yeah.
He's got to be, downtrodden. I can't think of the right word.
He's just like Logan now.
That's right. He's old. Now he's got to go kill Professor X. No, but yeah, I think it looks pretty badass. And you notice he's going to wear a Wakandan,
the Wakanda shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Give this man a shield. What is this, John Wick? Give this man a gun? What the hell?
That was exactly what they're playing on.
Never mind. I'm not going there. Not going there.
But anyway, so.
All right. Next trailer we saw was Skyscraper. This is with The Rock.
That's right. The Rock. If you didn't get a hard on through this movie, there's something wrong with you. So tell me, Pod Gal.
Well, guess what?
You could walk, right? Tell me, Pod. We want to know if Pod Gal got one.
I didn't. I did not get one for this trailer.
Wow.
And I actually thought Pod Guy might, so I popped into his viewing area, and guess what? He didn't get one either.
Jeez.
Dang.
Enter slide whistle sound.
Somebody give these people some Viagra stat. Now,
I don't know. To me, it looked horrible. I love The Rock. I think he's fantastic. And I don't know. This thing just seems way out there. I can't see them pulling it off. I can see them pulling off Rampage, but not this.
I got you.
Don't like Rock as the new Bruce Willis, huh? Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Well, I mean,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, so that's what you're not liking is the whole Die Hard feel to it, or what exactly?
I just thought it was maybe too over the top for me.
Okay.
A little too much,
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
So, like, it's kind of trying to make it seem believable, but then it's really not at all?
What movie is believable?
I think we should move on.
First of all, The Rock is a wrestler / actor, so you know it's going to be over the top. This wasn't brought to you by WWE Studios. It was brought to you by who did it, Rick? Paramount? Sony?
I think one of them.
One of those guys? Nice.
Somebody.
Scientology brought the movie to us.
But I mean, at first it had a serious vibe to it, and I kind of liked that portion, especially with The Rock not in a stereotype role. But then they just moved it to stereotype role, and it just went.
Yeah, because he's a new Schwarzenegger. He's a new action hero. They're doing that with him now. It's another disaster movie. He's going to be the hero, jumping on the windows, legs going to come off, but he's going to survive. Jump from one little thing to another. I'm cool with it, but again, I'm just a massive rock fan. I've been a wrestling fan forever, so
Yeah, but you're also an 80s action hero fan.
true. Yes, I am.
So this is like a double hard-on for you.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll give you that props to stop looking. But yeah,
We need video next time.
All right, the next trailer we saw was is the Star Wars story, Han Solo.
I'm not seeing that piece of shit.
What?
That's a piece of shit.
Why'd
Star
you
Trek
say
rules.
Really? Really?
Okay, I don't like the guy they chose to play Han Solo. I don't like the guy they chose to play Lando. I don't like the ship that they choose to be the Millennium Falcon.
It's the same thing. Can you smell the bullshit coming out?
You know, I did get kind of like this vibe of it. Like, it's like they were doing the newer Star Trek movies. It's like they were trying to do that with Solo. And it was kind of like, what? Like,
So you think they're trying to partially rewrite a already defined character?
yeah, and the aesthetic of it. Like, I didn't even mind the new Star Trek movies per se. I enjoyed them as a thing in and of themselves, but it feels like they're just copying the same aesthetic and throwing it into this Solo movie. And it's like, it doesn't even give you a Star Wars vibe at all.
Now, see, I'll watch. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Josh. Forgive me. I collect all the comic books. Fuck you, Josh. I collect all the comic books. I get all the Star Wars comic books all the time. And of course, every freaking week they're releasing a new one. Star Wars Lando, Star Wars Darth Maul, Star Wars Solo, or the Citadel, some other bullshit like that. And so you get every one of them, but certain ones you don't buy because you look at the art and it looks like shit or the story's terrible. I think because of what's happened now in the recent 2 Star Wars movies, this has been released. It's too late. They should have done this one before. They did the whole Harrison Ford getting, whatever. I don't know. I think it's too late. But, Disney's going to try to cash on everything just like the comic book industry does. And honestly, the Lando comic book was not that great. The Solo one, the 2 that I enjoy the most,
Vader.
Oh, fuck yeah. Vader one is great. Obviously, I'm a big hard on for Vader anyway.
He likes the big black Vader.
I should have known. And Dr. Aphra.
Oh, yeah.
Which
yeah.
I love. And of course, I get the Star Wars one too. I love the Dr. Aphra story. She's amazing. With the 2 killer droids. But anyway, back to Solo. I'll probably see it. Am I going to feel, because I'm from, like you said, from the 80s and the 70s, I've seen the originals and everything else. And like you're talking about, I think I'm going to have mixed emotions with them trying to portray him a different way than what I already know what he is. Like the fucker shot first. Okay. Don't be trying to tell me, okay. I know what I know. All right. Don't be changing the shit 30 years down the road on me.
I would agree. And they're from the trailer, they're adding stuff that I kind of don't like. With the Millennium Falcon knocking the TIE fighter out of the air, the Millennium Falcon is supposed to be a rig that's nearly falling apart, and you're going to go hit another ship with it?
Well, that's back in the day. It's still brand new.
Remember, it's when it's brand new.
But he's not that old.
But it wasn't brand new.
He's not that old.
As a rig, when he bought it, it was dang near falling apart. That was the whole premise of it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, so what? In 8 years, it became a piece of shit? Like, it's supposed to be a Corellian ship. It doesn't get fucked up in 8 years.
Yeah.
And how's your car drive after 8 years? Thank you.
Actually, it depends on the car.
Yeah. Actually, my Altima was about 6 years old before it got rear-ended, and it was working perfectly fine, thank you.
And can you make the Kessel run? So, what about you, Rick?
Like I said, I'm interested to see how they're going with it. I was looking at the Millennium Falcon every time they had to see if they had all the older stuff on it, like the old satellite dish that they had on there instead of the new one. And I was like, did they make the mistake and put the wrong one on?
Interesting. I didn't think
so you were thinking they possibly used the CG from the new movie?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, you bastard. You're going to start shit on the internet. People like picking... Wow, look at this shit. This shit is horrible. Han was a righty, not a lefty.
Somebody's probably listening to this and actually going through the trailer slide by slide.
But Chewbacca was black. What the fuck?
Actually, he was the white guy.
Shut the hell up. That's not what I meant.
What did the Canadian judges say?
That's what I want to... They give him a 4 and a 6. Fucking German judge.
Well, I'll spearhead this one. And I kind of just thought it was kind of like a Star Wars Fast and Furious type movie. And I don't know, there's nothing that really... I wanted it to go darker. And I know it's...
Disney.
It's Disney. But I do like that Ron Howard is directing this. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, Ron Howard's directed this movie.
Okay, I take it back to everything I said.
So I like that idea that they're bringing in these high caliber directors, and I would just love to see a Tarantino Star Wars sometime. And I don't know, I'll go see this, and I hope it's good. But I don't know, I'm not really super stoked or hard.
That would be the first rated R.
Tarantino Star Wars movie would fuck my mind, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen."
What if Tarantino did Rogue One?
Well, I've liked Rogue One already. I mean, I wouldn't really mess with it.
But I'm saying,
Did you see the sign on the yard that said?
But I definitely agree with that. You know, that seems to be, we're getting into tremulous waters here, seems to be the whole thing. And the thing about even the director, though, what the fuck difference does that make? Because it's the producers and it's the board and it's everybody else that's going to decide where the story goes and how this entire thing goes. The director's just the motherfucker who gets thrown under the bus.
Yeah,
but some directors have taken shit writing and making it decent.
True, but
one of those.
I don't think that with these Disney Star Wars movies, I don't think the directors are really getting much executive authority. I think they're really kind of getting thrown under the bus for whatever the higher ups are making the decisions about. So
mouse.
True.
The mouse, bro.
I agree. I tend to agree.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all gonna all be crying when fucking M. Night Shyamalan directs Star Wars 9, fuckers. Then what y'all gonna do?
now, if a bunch of guys in dark suits with Mickey Mouse hats come take me out of the building and drag me off into a bus, you guys know what happened.
Mr. Anderson.
Don't forget the white gloves.
Like the Disney movie, why are we always wearing these white gloves?
Yeah.
And they're not even the snapping
The
kind
Goofy movie,
either.
yeah, the Goofy movie. I love the Goofy movie. It's one of my favorites.
Light a candle for me. Remember the Irishman.
You're a dime a dozen. We can find one on the streets.
Light a candle, dude. More like drink some whiskey.
I know, right? Pour some.
Hey, there you go. I take it back. Drink
Is
some
it a
whiskey.
scented candle?
Did you not see the ritual?
Make that a whiskey scented candle. There you go.
Nice.
Wait, is that a thing?
I think it is, actually.
You can buy a candle with Chuck Norris sweat.
No.
No way.
I'm good.
That would be awesome. Smells awfully musty in here.
Every time you light it, the Big Bang happens.
The Big Bang happens. So what did Podgal say about it? Was she into the Solo?
Yeah, I love the Solo. He's, one of my favorite Star Wars characters. And sadly, the trailer did not do it for me at all. So I walked away a very disappointed Podgal. Although I have to say, my eyes too were on the Millennium Falcon. I could not take my eyes off it. I was looking. I wanted to see if it was authentic. So it is what captivated me, which I think speaks to the trailer.
Interesting.
I just hope they do the Kessel Run so we can actually see him do it.
I was thinking about that
That
shit
would
too.
be
I was hoping
cool.
I'd catch a glimpse of it in there, but
20-minute scene, middle of the movie.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down too.
Nah, that's going to be the second movie if this one works.
That would be interesting, yeah.
It'll be Anakin driving it. Oh,
What?
Fuck shit up right now.
How does that work?
I was like, all right, the next trailer we saw was called The Titan. That's the one with Sam Worthington.
Yeah. Perseus.
Yeah.
I'm taking Avatar, sorry.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm interested in what they're doing with this
Blue
because it
fairies?
starts out and you're just thinking, okay, so it's a dystopian story. They're going into, the world's running down. We're all going to die. Not enough resources. Hooray. Like we haven't had 100 movies like that in the past 2 years.
Well, dude, take the past.
Now hang on. Before anybody throws me under the bus here. I'm just saying dystopian is getting a little played out here, but they twisted it and put a turn on it because the dystopian world is just kind of the plot device for why they're doing this experimentation and basically turning people into what ends up being monsters. So it ends up being like a monster movie.
That can survive on the other planet.
And then it's kind of like, and then
It's
because
not a
of
planet,
that,
it's a moon.
Whatever.
Thank you.
because
Planet, moon, fucking rock, asteroid, comet.
All
Who gives
right.
a shit?
fucking nerds.
They don't
Okay.
even make it to the fucking moon, do they?
Well, I think he's going to end up on the planet, and that's why he's going to be like
That's why he ended up standing naked in the end of the.
that's why he's going to be a Titan, is because he's going to probably actually make it to the planet.
Who is he?
It's the
Dr.
name of the
Manhattan?
moon.
Blue ass naked guy?
Yeah, but they're going to call him a Titan because he's a part of the moon.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
remember
That's
the
going to
Titan?
be his species now. Like he's going to be the guy that's in.
Oh, Titans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have
gotcha.
a penis?
I don't know. Did you
got
look?
two.
I didn't see it. Of course you were looking.
I wasn't looking. I mean,
He's not the looker.
that's Rick. Clear as the guy that was in the hot tub with them in the steam room looking. Ask that guy, he'd tell you.
But I do think it's interesting. It's like he's a reverse alien. It's kind of like what's going on here. Because he's human and he's becoming the alien. He's becoming the Titan. So I enjoy that. That's my take.
Okay, first of all, I think Sam Worthington is a great actor. I enjoy the stuff he's in. You're right, Sean. The world, this is going to shit. I was waiting for McConaughey to come up. We got to go on the ship. All right, and save the world. But it didn't happen, so I was disappointed. But I like the creature thing. I like the creature movies. It's kind of cool. I felt a little Species there. I felt a little bit of the, what was the movie that I told you earlier? Alien, yeah. Type of stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I will pay full price for this, but no, maybe matinee. Or if somebody gives me a ticket. Or if Rick decides to take me, then I'll go.
Just go to the theater right next to your job. It's cheaper than going to the Edwards at Edwards IMAX.
The movie has to, like Podgal says, it has to grab you. It has to do something to you. And it really didn't. It didn't stir any emotions into me. It didn't rise up in my pants. It didn't make me shit myself. I'm not breaking a sweat. Titties aren't erect. I mean, I'm just nothing.
Oh, God.
No net.
He's flatlining it.
Mouth to mouth.
Clear.
Ass to mouth. Oh, wait a minute.
Ass to mouth. Oh.
You never go ass to mouth.
I mean, I kind of agree. It not really a B movie, but like half a step up from a B movie.
Yeah, I got you.
The production's higher, but it's kind of a generic-ish kind of concept of where they're going with it.
So we're saying it's going to
not
bomb?
big time movie.
Yeah.
It's going to bomb?
I don't think it's going to bomb. I think it might break even.
That kind of depends on the timing when it actually gets released.
Yeah,
like,
what was the release date?
They didn't give one yet.
When Pacific Rim comes out. It's bombing.
it's fucked.
I don't know when it's coming out.
What did y'all think, Pod Gal and Pod Guy?
I'll have to agree with everybody here. It was interesting, but nothing to really say, shit, I got to go see that show. So I'm just going to lay back, see what the reviews are, see if people are loving it, and then maybe I'll go.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is I don't even remember this trailer. And I'm totally into the survival. The world is going to end. What are we going to do? How are we going to survive? I love that. But I do not remember the trailer. But after Sean described it, I'm thinking, I definitely want to go to this movie.
You rock hard.
God.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're going, Pod Guy.
Damn it. Way to go, Sean.
If he wants some action, he's going to go.
They should hire me to do their trailer.
I want to see this movie.
For us here in America, if they'd changed the actor from Sam Worthington to Al Pacino, hoo-ah, we'd have been there.
Nice.
I don't know. I can't say Al Pacino blue.
McConaughey, all right. No?
He's already pretty pale.
He could have been the general. He could have been the general guy.
Okay, what about on a serious side? What about Gerard Butler taking over this role?
Could have been just like Geostorm did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on a losing streak.
Hey.
I really like Gerard Butler. I really do. But he has been on a major losing streak in Hollywood.
Yo, he saved America. He saved London. Now he's going to go save Canada. Canada's falling. What's next? Space is falling. Oh, that was Geostorm. My bad.
Oh, man. All right. The next trailer we saw was Deadpool, the Meet Cable trailer.
Yeah.
Now this, I'm really looking forward to Deadpool already.
Most definitely. I mean, dude, it's fucking Cable.
Say no more.
One word, cable.
Miguel's trying to find a way to shit on it, but he can't.
I was making a Deadpool video game reference there.
Didn't play the game.
You own a PS3, right?
Nope.
No.
Try again.
Quick.
I mean, give me that damn laptop back. I'll put it on there for you.
What'd you think, Miguel?
Why do you think I'm going to shit on it?
Because you had that look on
We
your
had the
face.
shitting look on.
Maybe I got to take a shit, okay? You guys are giving me the
before
shit.
we were recording?
No, I did not take a shit. Sorry.
Then why the fuck were you on the shitter?
I wasn't in the shitter. Oh, that was me joking around. What's the thing where you're talking to Rick when I was texting that? Dumbasses.
Oh, okay.
You don't text from the shitter. That's rule 1. Don't you remember? Damn it. Anyway, back to Deadpool.
Give the whole family a pink eye.
That's right. That's the stink eye, sir. And then you don't get no rims. But anyway, Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds is made for that role. He really is. And I thought the first one was great.
Go Canadians.
Yeah.
You know who makes a better Michael J. Fox? An American guy named... I'm just joking. No, it's freaking cool. I mean, Cable is awesome. You gotta love Cable. I don't mind Cable, but I like the interaction between him and Bishop more. So I would love to see Bishop play in some of this movie somehow, but they're not going to bring him, obviously. But Cable's pretty cool.
But if they had it, so if they go with this and Cable's popular enough to where they actually make a Cable spinoff, and
then you'll have Bishop and you have the X-Men and everything else. It gets kind of crazy. Yeah, I got that.
But you're going to run into movie rights issues with that right there.
True. But yeah, Deadpool, I'm in. I'm going to see it. I enjoy Ryan Reynolds being goofy ass. I like the fact that some of the other people are going to be in it too, so that's cool. But Cable's pretty badass. And I think they got a good person to play Cable. I will go in there. My 2-year-old, my not even a year-old grandson will be in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, this is not a Passion of the Christ moment.
Got to raise him up right, bro. I took my daughter to see Gladiator when she was 7. You know, the Russell Crowe one? Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. Got to see blood.
So I can just see it when you're taking your grandson to see Deadpool is going to come out. Not the blood part and everything. He's going to come out cussing.
And making a lot of weird jokes that he doesn't know what they even mean.
Seems about right. He doesn't talk yet.
I thought that definitely, I mean, Brolin as Cable is freaking awesome. He can be Cable and he can be Thanos. The guy's insane. Like, it is incredible what he can do. But I love the entire tone of the whole trailer. You both got like a really interesting dichotomy of the badassery of Cable, but then thrown in with Deadpool's wackiness and craziness. It's just like their rivalry in the comics, you know, which is a lot of fun. It's really hilarious. And he's kind of like the one guy that does actually stay ahead of Deadpool most of the time. So it's always a race and he's always ahead because if that's his thinking. That's how he works.
And he's a traveler. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sadly, you just made me realize something. There is not with him playing Cable, is we're probably not going to have a Thanos, Deadpool, Death, love triangle thing.
They still could. They still could.
That'd be a trip. That'd be a great movie.
I would love it if it was, because that was one of my favorite runs.
It's like those shoots where they have the same actor play in the same movie. They could do it.
Yeah.
Now they could, but it would feel off.
It would feel a little weird.
They could. You know, Ryan Reynolds.
I really don't think that they'll do it though altogether because I think it's just too off for them.
He would break the fourth
for
wall
Disney.
with
Thanos. God. Yeah,
with
Jesus.
Thanos saying, "Hey, how you doing, Cable?"
Yeah, some stupid shit like that. Yeah, you know he would.
I don't think Disney's going to bring him in.
He definitely would.
If you're like, Cable, Thanos, damn it!
That'd be in the trailer.
So what did the Canadian judges say?
Well, I have a huge crush on Ryan Reynolds.
Can't blame you.
He does. Point where we buy the beer that he likes, which is the Granville Island Winter Ale. And we bought a book. I'll post a pic and send it to you guys. And it's ridiculous. It's a childhood fairy tale that is apparently it's his favorite book.
Well, he's no writer, but he is an actor.
Yes, he is.
And I like Deadpool. I like everything it stands for. Like you say, Cable. Do I need to say any more? I'm excited about this, and I just love the ending where he says that's just bad writing, and that for me, that's what Deadpool's all about, is just that kind of dark humor, and I like that it's adult and violent and stuff, you know?
Yeah. And it should be. I mean,
and Miguel's taking his kids.
And they'll be taking his kids away from him.
Hey, mine are grown now. I'm good.
They'll still take him away from him.
It's too late for them.
The time police will go back.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. You going back to get him? No.
All right, let's go to our next trailer. This was a teaser, very, very teaser trailer.
Cock tease.
For Venom with Tom Hardy.
Now's not the time for fear. That comes later.
This one, like I said, it was just straight teaser, so we never got to see Venom at all. We got to see the symbiote, but that's about it.
Yeah, we didn't get to see much. Just a bunch of quick action clips.
It was a teaser of a teaser. Well, it wasn't even a teaser because it's like, oh, there's going to be a teaser. Nope, that was the teaser.
Bunch of random clips that don't correlate at all.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, I'm still looking forward to seeing this movie.
Yeah.
Dude, Tom Hardy's badass. I don't give a damn. That dude's badass. I've seen him in a lot of movies and different characters, and where he fights Chris Pine over Reese Witherspoon.
This is war.
Yeah, and obviously when he's Bane, dude, seriously, yeah, I'm down. And Venom, and the fact you told me who the bad person is in this movie, oh shit, I got the heart on before you even told me that. I mean, Venom and Carnage?
Too bad they probably wouldn't do a Deadpool.
Deadpool versus Carnage.
No, because, okay, so in one of the storylines, Carnage used to be an original symbiote, and the reason he became Carnage was because he infected Deadpool for a little while. That's how he became Carnage.
I don't remember that.
Deadpool gave him the crazy. Okay.
No, I thought he got the crazy from Cletus, Cassidy, the prisoner.
That was in the show.
No, that was also in the comic book in the one where Venom is in the prison. And it's in his blood.
Oh, okay, so we have a Joker scenario where he has multiple origin stories depending on which comic line you're going with. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, how many times has Marvel been
rehashed over and over again?
Yeah, it just gets ridiculous.
I like just prior to Ultimate Universe. That's my favorite.
But the best part about it is Rick also mentioned that there's going to be just more than those two symbiotes in there. So they're going to have the offspring. You probably, what is it? God, I can't think of the name of them. Toxin?
Wait. So they're going to be like, we're going to smash you up.
Nice. Shut the hell up. You got me loose. Cut his mic. But no, a lot of symbiotes and a lot of different, it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be great. Well, I can't say that because I'm hoping the script isn't shit. I don't want to see some fucked up shit again. Messing up Venom is like, it'll be like if you fuck up how many times can you fuck up the Joker? How many times have they already done it?
I mean, I got a bad feeling about it. I don't feel like there's really enough for me to really intellectually go off it and really say whether it's going to be good or bad, but I just have a bad gut feeling about it.
I'm just going to go on the fact that Tom Hardy's in it, and I think he might be able to pull off, even with a shitty script. We'll see.
Who's producing it, Sony? Then it's shit. It's not a Marvel-Sony combo. It's going to be shit. Sadly.
Well, Pixar's backing them, so it's going to be great.
What?
What do y'all think about it over there in Canada?
Pixar is Disney.
I know. That's what I'll throw something at you, you jackass.
Well, what I thought is everybody wants a Venom movie. So I'm pumped. I want to see a Venom movie. But one thing nobody wants to see is a bad Venom movie.
Exactly.
So like you say, it's like, I don't know, like, I just hope it's good. That's all.
I feel the same way. I'm so scared to get excited about it because I just desperately want it to be good, but I'm very nervous. The teaser really didn't give us a lot to go on, so I'm going in tentatively.
Not a lot of hard inches on that teaser.
It wasn't even enough to make me feel any kind of confidence.
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh, man. It's kind of like the hype when they were talking about AVP, Alien vs. Predator, and if you're a big fan of the Predator movies and you're like, oh man, and Alien movies are badass, you're like, this is going to be one friggin' awesome movie, and you're like, what the fuck did I just see?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you read the Dark Horse comics, I mean, they were fucking awesome. So you're thinking
They
this
were
can't
awesome.
fail.
Yeah.
But they fucked it up big time,
But
and
they made enough money to make Requiem.
and they fucked it up again. I still haven't got the shit right. Now, here's the interesting thing. The Last Predator with Adrian Brody, great movie. And they're doing another one, as you know.
I mean, I kind of agree with Sean. There wasn't enough to really go off on, but at the same time, bad feeling because it's Sony and their rep with these movies has not been that good.
So we'll know when the next full trailer comes out. We'll actually have that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably have a better feel for
I
it.
just jizzed in my pants. I just shit myself. This is terrible. That's going to be one of those two feelings. Or both.
What the fuck?
I'm going to the doctor. Urine, shit, and semen sample.
God dang.
In only 1.5 minutes? Like, damn.
Sometimes you got to get her done quick. The grandkids are coming over. You got to knock it out the park.
You know you're not supposed
Your
to be able to
grandkids
do
aren't
that
coming
at the
over.
same time, right?
What's that?
You know you're not supposed to be able to do that at the same time, right?
Talented, bro. Talented.
No, that means you got something wrong. Very, very wrong.
He's got a career in the adult industry.
Key to music. Bow, bow, bow.
The last trailer we saw was called Spinning Man with Guy Pearce.
That looked good.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it did look good.
Yeah. Fuck your mind movies is what I'm talking about.
very
Stick the dick right in the ear hole. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Psychological thriller, big time.
It's my kind of movie. As you know, I have my psychology background. I love it. Oh, God, I love it. I love Guy Pearce to begin with, but I hated the fucking woman, Minnie Driver. Oh, give me a better looking woman. Or give me a woman that can act. I don't give a. She can be ass ugly, but give me someone who can act. She can't act. That part ruined the movie for me. Seriously, cut her ass out, and let's not even go with that. Just she died in a car wreck or some shit. I don't care. That part, it's kind of like we watch those other movies and like, that didn't need to be in there. Like, I feel like, obviously they're trying to do because he's had an affair with the girl. I see where they're going, but if I was married to her ugly ass, I would have had an affair too.
Wow, thank you for that true talk right now.
I mean, fuck, the cops already knows he's guilty. They see his horse ass wife. Who the hell wouldn't want to fuck that? I mean, you see the young girl who looks like Mila Kunis, you see this ugly bitch. Who the fuck would do that? I mean, First of all, Guy Pearce is not McConaughey or Ryan Reynolds for Christ's sakes, but Jesus, that chick is ugly as my ass. I'm being serious.
Even ugly women need.
Roll. Ruggy.
She probably has a great personality. I mean, come on, Miguel.
Fuck that shit. Great person. You know who says that? Ugly people. I guess what? I have a great personality. Fuck all y'all.
Damn it, you stole my joke.
I know where you're going.
He intercepted it.
That's right.
What do you think, Sean?
I was really, I really like the fact that we're dealing with a kind of the mystery thriller thing again, that we're trying to figure out how fucked up is this guy really? Does he have any idea what's going on? Has he driven himself into psychosis? By the trailer, it looks like he definitely has. So spoiler right away. But, it's interesting to see, like, with the probing of the psychology of like the inspector trying to get him to confess what's really going on, and then he dealing with himself where he seems to like be legitimately questioning like, what did I do? What actually happened? It's very intriguing. So I'm very fascinated by it. I probably wouldn't go to see it in theater, honestly. But it really is fascinating. I would catch it totally on Redbox.
A serious thing that you just said. I mean, the fact that you said he can't tell what he's actually done to himself. I mean, I've come through some trauma in my life, and there was points that they talked to me that I should see a psychiatrist. I should, another reason why I went and got my master's in this damn field. But I should see someone, to talk about shit. And I'm sitting there thinking about it. Okay, look, yeah, I can go in there and talk to him, but I know who I am, and I know how I am. I'm very aware of the type of person I am. I could go in there and bullshit my way through it, or make it look like I'm legitly, feeling this, and I'm really not. Deep down inside, I could be planning to rob you blind and not give a shit. So and at some point, I don't know.
Sociopath?
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, but the thing is,
I have been labeled that once before. But that's the thing. I don't know.
Have you taken the test?
I don't take tests that prove truth. And I just don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing that trips me out on that movie is that part right there is because I've had that thought in my head before. Have I done this to myself? Am I doing this to myself right now? What am I actually thinking? What is truth? And it's
very interesting because like the past perspective of, psychotherapy and psychiatry. Hang on a second. I got to move here.
Rick's bladder's got him. Rick's got to take the shit. Noted on this log, Rick is taking the shit.
And that's where we cut and get back in there.
You're going in there with him?
No. God, no. No.
Wipe
I'm not doing it. No.
Can't breathe. Go down.
Wipe with the right, pull with the left.
I'm not taking one of those for the team, no. You can help his ass.
That's the classic reach around. Wipe with the right, reach with the left.
Horrible. But, yeah, I think It's interesting because classic psychiatry kind of tried to look at it all as a biological problem, as a neurochemical problem. As the science has advanced, they've proven, no, actually a lot of psychosis has a lot more to do with developmental stuff and then choices you make later on in life because of neuroplasticity. We can change the wiring of our own brains. We can change how we think. The studies have shown the majority of psychosis, which about 70%, around 70%, that's a pretty conservative approach. 70% is actually due to denial. People choosing to be in denial of reality, in denial of what caused certain things to happen in their life, not dealing with reality properly.
So here, take this placebo, and this is going to cure all your...
I'm not going to eat a Duracell battery, Miguel. Go back to your fucking white room.
I've been in denial multiple times. Swimming in that river is bad for your health, bro.
Yeah, the Crocs will get you.
What's your take there, scientist?
That's his new mug. Okay. Dr. Mad Dog.
I mean, I like it, but I don't know. To me, the psychology-based movies are not a theater movie to me. That's
watch at home so you can not be disturbed and enjoy.
That's an
I
interesting
agree.
point. I when it comes to these kinds of movies, I want to be thinking, and I feel like I think better in my own like couch or whatever, as opposed to being in a theater.
Yeah, because you can't tune out all the other noise.
The
white noise.
the noise, and it's the glitz of the theater, and it's like when you're thinking, like you think better when you're kind of in the comfort and familiarity of your own home.
And yet you're jamming to hard rock in your headphones.
no. I mean, to me,
Okay, I'm messing with you now. Come on, think about it.
Theaters to me are more action movies, something that you can stay focused in and not really think about too deeply. Where psychology movies are something that they push you to think about certain things, and sometimes when you're doing that, you're missing stuff in the movie.
Passion of the Christ.
Well, that is more of an emotional experience,
That's
though.
yeah.
That's not psychology.
So where's the action at? I'm just calling bullshit on you. I'm sorry.
No.
I get what you're saying. I'm just fucking with you, dude.
No, because like it's the emotional level, like when he's being flogged.
Okay, this isn't about the Passion of the Christ.
Thank you, Sean.
We're not going there. Okay, Pod Couple, what did you think?
Wait a minute. Give me a chance to finish his talk, man. The man was on his Jesus box. Let him have his sign. Oh, you're a fucking Scientologist.
He was on his
Tom
flog box.
Take that beating, my friend. Take it.
No, sorry. Back to the
Hail shall fall from the sky.
That's Moses. What the fuck?
Anyway, go back to your. This is not a movie. This is a movie you're going to enjoy at home, basically, sitting in there.
Yeah.
So you can sit there and think it and see it through. And
Yeah, because a lot of times with these type of movies, I tend to self-analyze. Like the selective SML that he, short-term memory loss for people who don't know acronyms, that he actually shows in the trailers at least. I've done that. I mean, personally, I choose to forget stuff. It's not that hard.
It's very unhealthy. Has long-term psychological implications.
You've met both of us, right? I mean...
What are you trying to say, bro? I don't forget shit. I know it all.
Oh, so you're one of those hard drive brain people. Okay.
No, I wipe it off every... No, I get you. This is the kind of movie I would actually probably sit at home, turn the lights off, and enjoy it, and no one would want to come around me afterwards because I'd be like in a dark place. This kind of movie will draw me into that shit, and that's...
To me, this is like one of those movies. If I watched it in theaters, I would probably be driving. I would have to go see it by myself. B, I'd be driving around for about 2 hours after the fact, not really paying attention to where I'm driving, just thinking about the movie and all the implications and stuff.
I agree completely.
Watch this movie and throw in some porn. Get it out of your system. Got you.
What'd you think of it, Pod Couple?
I can tell you exactly how this movie's going to go. You're going to go in, you're going to watch it, it's going to be awesome, and it's going to have the worst ending ever, and you're going to hate it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, they tend to have very bad endings.
Yeah, I agree.
You bunch of wishy-washy.
Bad end.
So we do go into the theater, but we leave 15 minutes before it ends.
Yes, exactly. But the problem is, a lot of these movies, there isn't that predictive fall in the movie.
No.
It just ends abruptly.
I can't do that shit. Go in the movie and leave 15
Yeah,
minutes
that's
with it.
horrible. I hate that too.
My OCDness would fucking kill me. I couldn't handle that shit.
Figure it out. Figure out the ending yourselves, okay?
Oh, God, I'd be so pissed at myself.
And here, the whole time y'all been discussing this, y'all been like, oh, as Guy Pearce has the faulty memory or anything. But what if it's the cop planting shit that...
Oh, you're talking... Okay.
If it's an M. Night Shyamalan kind of shit, oh my god.
No, they did mention even Clark.
Yeah, Rick did. They did say in the trailer because
What if he's the fucked up guy? Totally fucked out of his mind.
Not fucked up. He just planted it to make him the bad guy.
So that's
because he knows he's seen him in the hospital. Maybe he's seen him had some issues before. So this is the perfect patsy to take. Or maybe
that's brilliant.
Or it could be the wife playing that off.
Okay, yeah. There's some directions this could get really weird.
Or maybe the wife doesn't really exist. Now we're doing some M. Shyamalan shit.
No,
that was who was that? Where the wife didn't exist. It was all in his fucking mind. I don't know. Rick's right. They could go so many different ways with this movie. Now that might be more interesting.
What do you think, Pod Gal?
Well, this is my kind of movie, so I'm very excited about it, but I had assumed we would go to the theater to see it, but after hearing I think it was Josh who was talking, I think this is one to see at home, perhaps either on the couch or in bed.
Send me the address. I'll be there. Tell Pod Guy to get out.
Every move you take, every step you make, you'll be watching.
I'm not going to be watching. I'm going to be participating. Damn it! I'm not a watcher, baby. I'm a player.
Yeah, that's Rick. Okay, you'll be doing the stuff that Rick will be watching.
Oh God! And you'll be there editing.
Oh man.
No, see, like I said before with the whole hotel one, I would be setting up the cameras, streaming it live, making the money. You guys would get none of it.
My man, I'd be a star.
No, but I am totally pumped about this, and I want to see it. I want to see it with some of our friends, or we can watch it separately and then do a podcast about it, because I think there will be a ton to talk about.
I would love to do that. I would love us to watch this movie and have you guys, or us come on your show or vice versa, and just talk about that movie. That'd be great.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because this is the kind of movie I think there's just so much.
And I'll make sure I won't take my meds before then.
Beds.
I got my happy pills. That's what keeps me from killing everybody in this room.
Yikes.
Back when I was a nom, I had
Oh, there you go, giving your age out there.
So that's my take on that movie. Out of all the trailers, that's the one I am most intrigued about.
So we'll definitely have to look this up when it comes out, and definitely have to work something out with you guys to do it probably a couple of weeks after it's out, so we don't spoil it for anybody who goes to see it.
Sure.
Definitely.
Like, we're down, and we might invite one other person to the podcast as well, who's one of Pod Guy's filmmaker friends, and he's into the whole psychology and Freud and
I'm gonna love this.
repressed memories, and I think he
And flogging guys. So
Nice.
He's in the fraud. He likes fraud. I'm an Erickson guy. I'm sorry.
Well, that was our trailers for Trailer Talk.
Brought to you by Dr. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Oh, don't even start on that quack.
Dude.
Oh.
Oh, shit. We taking shirts off now, bro.
You should have heard these guys jump on me last time I just said anything against Holy Bill.
Don't do it. No, that's the show for another day. Rick's going to die of a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm not getting into it because I could go on for hours about that asshole.
The science guy.
All I did on that part was I just mentioned he had a show on Netflix, and then they went on.
Yeah. To be perfectly fair, Rick didn't jump on me.
We're just going to jump in a little bit of movie news. We've been talking with the podcast all this whole time, but we'll get more in depth with y'all.
Damn.
That's what we're going to make it.
Rick going balls deep.
They're going to make another Jumanji.
Yes. Oh, who wouldn't?
They're
What's
bringing
the
back.
premise?
They're bringing back Dwayne, Jack, Kevin, and Karen.
Okay.
All of them are coming back.
What about the 4 kids?
I don't know how they're going to do it.
Okay.
I don't know if the 4 kids are going to come back or if they're going to actually be different kids. They're going to
That
play
would
the
be
game.
interesting.
When are they going to release this movie?
I don't know. They just said it's already talked for the part 3.
Okay. Okay.
Because you know this is a part 2.
Right. Yeah. I got no. I know. We picked up from.
Wait,
Okay.
how's this a part 2?
It is a part 2.
Part 2, Jumanji, the first one with Robin Williams, that was part 1.
Yeah, and there was a second one.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Or it was not canon. Anyway, who gives a shit?
Let me turn my phone on and prove you wrong, unless this is another Mandela effect thing. Damn it.
Anyways.
Anyway, Guy Pearce over here to my left is having short memory loss.
And then also, they've already started filming Shazam.
That's The Rock.
is that after the app?
No, the comic book character.
Shazam.
Shazam, it's gonna
Did
come
he
out.
say the app?
Yes, he said
Yes,
the
he
app.
did.
I'm going to go fly to Canada. I'll be right back. Wait, kicking needs to happen here.
Who's playing the kid version?
Who is playing the kid version? Wait, do we give a shit? Let's go on.
Hey, well, the film
Well,
it's
it
gonna come out next
depends
year. It's gonna come out next year on April 5th, 2019. Next year.
Okay, so who's playing Shazam? It's not The Rock. The Rock's playing Black Adam.
Yeah, he's playing Black Adam.
But who's Shazam?
Man,
Shazam?
fuck Magic Superman. Let's go.
Nice. I know. You don't want to hear him go Shazam. You want him to go, Allah Akbar. And then he changes.
I forgot his name. The actor playing him.
Okay.
But And also there was a little kid. The little kid they already have it on the.
Okay.
I think it's just everything's on my phone, so I can't go to IMDb to.
I understand
that.
that. No one really gives a crap ass anyway.
It's all right.
The White Shadow.
Hell, you guys need bigger kidneys. Anyway, go ahead, Rick.
Anyways, and then what else did I mention? I mentioned something in the car.
Yeah, you did. The Car. They're remaking that horrible movie, The Car.
Well, I mean, I know we're going to see X-Force and Deadpool 2.
That was what you
That's
mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, they did bring a lot of the comic books, and there was a picture, and I was showing Miguel in the car which ones they were, but he was like, I don't know that guy. I don't think he knows X-Force too well.
I don't know X-Force. I don't care for X-Force. I mean, again, you're going to contradict a lot of the stuff that's happened on with Logan and everything else because, X-23 is part of X. Which X-Force am I getting? Am I getting, like, the first X-Force people?
You're getting the first one. You're not the ones with Logan.
See, I'm not a big fan of the first X-Force group.
Okay, back to Jumanji. Sorry, I'm referring to the TV series.
Jackass. Anyway, no one cared. You were still looking that shit up and no one gave a damn. The earth rotated. This fucking with Josh.
No, you're good. You're good. But like I said, if it was some more Mandela effect bullshit, I'm like,
other than that, that's all the news I have.
Okay.
So let's move on to the...
Oh, we're already done with them. We've already been on them for a long time. We're done. This show's over. Thank you guys for coming on. Have a good one.
In a slice.
Ladies and gentlemen, now here comes the fun part of our show where we grill our guests on everything we want to know and everything you want to know, from sexual favors to their deep, 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 dark secrets and anything else. But we start off with the nice stuff first. Ladies and gentlemen,
when did we become cannibals?
I wasn't told that there was going to be grilling.
some fava beans.
It's Texas. There's got to be a barbecue in here somewhere.
Well, I like the barbecue.
Nice. Let it be known he likes the meat. But anyway, so we're here with Pod Guy, Pod Gal, who like to be called that. Don't want to give out their real names, bastards. That's a pod couple from Canada. And you showed up on our radar, thanks to Sean. So Sean stepped out to the pisser.
So did Pod Guy.
What the fuck?
He said, I'll be back.
I'll be
And
back.
he-
Is that how you said it? I'll be
Haven't seen
back.
him in a while.
Wow. What did you do to him? Because usually if I walk away and I say I'll be back and I don't come back after a while, I'm doing something.
Oh, he's here. He's here. Here he comes.
I bet he did.
The light is on. He's about to open the door.
Turn on the black light.
So where do you guys record?
We record in the big dog's house. Our Great Punjab, or what do we call him? What's another nickname we give him?
Poobah.
The Grand Poobah.
Who's not here? Okay.
Kyle,
not here.
Kyle, our main dude. As you guys don't know, I mean, you probably know or you don't know, the show was originally created by Kyle Crimple and Rick Lopez, which is my cousin. They started off on their own out of Kyle's house. They organized one of his room in his house. They put what do you call these things, Rick? Sound deafening foam on the walls.
Sound deafening.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
and they have all these stuff out. I mean, I could take some pictures of them to you, but they set it all up in here. They built the desk.
It's a nerd room.
Yeah, they built the desk and they brought the one speaker, the two speakers, and the little recorder and everything else. And so that's where they started. Then a couple episodes down the road, they brought in Sean, and then so these guys were cool enough to. They wanted me, and so I joined up with them, and I haven't looked back since then. So now we're a 4-man group, and I brought Josh in to help us out with the tech, and so he's like overstepping his bounds. And
Really? I missed one week, and you're like, "Hey, where you at?" I'm like,
just messing with you. But yeah, but like I said, so we're a team of 5, and we record in a house that we probably need to get someplace bigger because it gets awfully hot in here.
yeah, like last week when we had 6 people, and all but like 2 of us are kind of,
So
a little
yeah,
hefty, so it gets kind of warm.
yeah. So the studio is in Kyle's house, is one of his rooms, and we record there. And it's cool enough.
Oh, very cool.
Him and his wife, he records with us when he can. He's very busy doing what he has to do, obviously. But when he can't, him and his wife, they have no problem with us coming in to do the show. We usually do it Monday nights. But we have come in on Sundays and Saturdays and other days of the week. And what do you guys record out of?
Just our house. We don't have like a sound room or anything, but we've got okay equipment.
We hang out in the man room, and there's lava lamps and velvet curtains and black velvet paintings.
And a lot of black light and a lot of Star Wars stuff, really.
Sounds like a
Cool stuff
dungeon.
for sure.
But there's a black light, so we know it's good.
Nice, right?
It's clean. It's clean.
No, you know
Nice.
that only works with luminol, right? You have to have the other chemical to make that stuff line up.
Wow. Jeez. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the downside.
So, Sean, start us off with the questions. I know he has been dying to ask you personal questions for a long time.
I thought we were going light first.
Oh, my
Well,
bad.
first of all, I wanted to just step in and say you guys are doing a great job. We love your podcast. You guys are funny, you're entertaining, high energy. I can't say enough great things about you guys.
Thank you. Thank
You too, Mad Dog.
I love this guy.
It's gonna stick now.
Hey, every time they say Mad Dog, you go, "Roar," put the dog barking in the back. For him, it'd be a Chihuahua.
You want to go ahead and talk to us a little bit about what your podcast is about?
Well, our podcast is basically about everything and anything.
Yeah, it's a bit random, but I think, what we're going for is just bringing out comedy in everyday life, and we get into pop culture and talk about what's happening, and we always try to bring like a comedic flair to it, and it's extremely improvisational. Nothing is rehearsed, so
Nothing?
not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we try to rehearse our intro.
And we have topics and stuff like that. We also have guests. We've had ghost writers, which write about ghosts, not mystery.
Oh, yes, good point. Yeah, so we have a lot of guests. We have we've had some musicians, some authors, an owner of a haunted inn, filmmakers, and it's really just kind of a fun, lighthearted podcast.
Right.
Is that what you're looking for, Sean?
Well, I think Miguel's trying to psychoanalyze you here, but
What the hell, man?
damn.
That was an easy question.
Yeah, that was the easy question. Next comes the hard ones.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
No, but we get you. So really, so the premise, I guess, basically is you're finding the humor in everything in life. You're finding the things that people can really just enjoy. And it's like I wrote the review for you up on iTunes, because that was really what I honestly felt. My personal review was that you guys bring that kind of, we're friends hanging out together on a Friday night, casual cocktail party kind of thing, just shooting the breeze and talking about all kinds of stuff, and just that sense and that feeling of camaraderie, and like you can be right there with them. It perfectly emphasizes what a podcast should be.
And that's exactly it. And you guys know that Podgal is quite the character, right? So
Is that the pot calling the kettle black here?
Exactly.
I can't say that.
Yeah, but that's exactly what it is. So it's, that's what we strive for. It's a gathering around the table, having some drinks, chatting about what's been going on, and bringing comedy to it. So we love it. It's fun for us, and I can't imagine a life without this. I love it.
Absolutely.
yeah, it's okay.
So how long have you, now here comes some more fluff questions your way. How long have you guys been podcasting now?
We've actually been podcasting for a long time. So we kicked off our podcast. We actually had a podcast under a different name, and we just did a few episodes. We actually started to take it super seriously February of last year. But we're over 100 episodes in, and I don't remember the exact date we started. We don't even remember the date we met or our anniversary. We don't do dates well, do we, Pod Guy?
There's something wrong with our mandula oblongata.
Bingo-Bongo. Naked water slides. Dude, I need to know where the hell that's at.
Yeah, so Podgal's all worked up about these naked water sliders. And I don't know, I'd like to find out what you guys think. Are you guys pro people naked water sliding, or?
Well, me being who I am, I'm down.
Yeah, you say that, but think about going down some of the slides at Schlitterbahn without anything in between you and the slide, especially with all the bumps on the connecting points in the
Well,
two.
see what you're going down, butt down. So I get to hold mine up like a steer.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like your ass literally hitting each of those bumps without anything.
Your ass hits those bumps in shorts anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't think there's much cushioning in wearing a bathing suit.
You're gonna scratch your anus no matter what. It doesn't matter. And you know, if you get it on the rock when you're not wearing anything, you get a good scratch. Maybe you got an itch. Actually, no, I do have a problem. People don't wipe right. You might get a lot of feces in the water.
I'm about to say, you could have them racing stripes.
That's word.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Try the new racing stripe. But see, if you go front forward, then you're going to have problems because, you know, me and the pod guy, we might get our shit tangled up a little bit. Lose some shit halfway down. You know, go up, start 14, come down 6. I'm just saying, some bad shit could happen.
Man.
Or you get caught.
I don't think they're going to let dudes go down naked down the slide. I can see maybe the chicks going topless.
No, they're letting everyone go down naked. But the controversy was that the group included children. And so I think petition went up saying this is outrageous.
See, and I don't think there was children invited because that makes no sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, how would you have kids at a naked park? Now, that's some bad parenting. I'm just sorry.
It depends.
I
If it's
agree.
a nudist-only park and a nudist community, it's a little different.
They wanted to rent it. It's a public park, and the nudists wanted to rent it.
So here's the question then. Pod guy, pod girl, would y'all both go naked on that?
Together? Out at the same time? Yes. Like, I'm totally okay with it. I just think if you want to do that, go do it. I'm okay with it. I'll do it.
Live life. I got you.
Then you don't have that mega wedgie when you hit the water, right?
Yeah,
Good point.
it's true. And as a girl, your bathing suit typically comes off anyway when you hit the water. So it's like you're
Designed to come off.
It's like you're pulling everything up. It's awkward. So,
It's nothing like watching someone getting off a slide and having that red ass.
like it's just off, that slide. It's like there's a lot of clothes coming off, a lot of adjusting, a lot of everything. So I think let's get rid of one of the stress points, which are the clothes. So I'm down. I'm doing it as well.
But she's just worried about the fecal
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm worried
portion
about.
of it.
So they have,
And I just think, they're bleaching the hell out of
Yeah,
it.
it's
And chlorine.
chlorinated.
It's all good.
oh, that would suck. If you just had your waxing done and then you go. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
But you look good.
Yeah, how you like that red fire, baby?
Yeah, and in case I'm going for the look good, so I will bear the pain.
Their theme was like, we bleach the hell out of it. We kill even crabs. That would be, okay, again, not a problem. That's fine. There's a nudist colony down from where I live at, which is freaking hilarious. It's near my high school where I went to school at. I never knew it was there till just like, not too long. I was like, what the hell? Really? I didn't know this shit till now? Damn. So,
So he claims, but it's actually his village.
no,
Lives there.
I'm very self-conscious of my body, sir. I don't strip down for no one.
You even shower with your clothes on, right?
That's right.
Just admit it. Just admit it. You're fat.
I'm not fat. I'm fluffy.
So what else do you guys have for us?
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of questions.
I'm on.
So go.
So go ahead, Sean.
Okay,
Girl.
I apologize, first of all. I'm not trying to hog the show by asking other questions. I did that the last time, so I'm kind of trying to step back. So I'm letting my introverts ask, and they're like being real introverts.
Well, okay.
Come on.
I'm the majesty of the Miguel is blinding
Oh my
eyes.
God.
Another inconvenient cameras?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to go piss now, too, and then I'm going to come back in here naked and see how the show goes.
Oh my God. Yeah, no.
Have you ever done the podcast naked? There you go.
Real
No,
talk
we
here.
haven't. We haven't, but actually, one of our people that we follow is Jackie Childs, and she likes to get naked a lot, so we want to have a naked podcast with her.
Yeah, she's famous for doing the naked news. And wow, is she a busy person? She's going to concerts. She's
Where the hell's my phone?
apparently she's an influencer. her. I'm not sure what that means, but
she's our next guest. I'm kicking whoever's on off. We're going live via Skype.
She needs to be on the show for sure. But yeah, we could do she would probably be doing it naked because she was a naked newser.
Yeah, so we're holding out for her.
Okay, for people who don't actually know, explain what like a naked newser is, other than the fact that they're naked.
They're just a naked person that reads the news or has their segments of the news. It could be the entertainment, could be sports or whatever, weather.
Could be the anchor, could be the weather person, could be a reporter.
They're all naked.
It's going to rain.
So that's Jack Pals. Check her out on Insta.
They make you feel good when you hear bad news.
Yeah, I guess that would make you feel better, especially if there is bad news.
This terrific storm is coming.
And makes the good news even better.
Nice. I know you guys feel bad about this terrible storm coming down, but look where it's at. It's next to my penis. It's in a happy place.
That's what makes me
So you got
happy.
the cold front coming in from the north.
Nice.
You say with your hands on your hips.
Tough man thrusting his hips.
That is not an approved pointing device.
It's got a laser pointer and fingers.
Cyborg? Like what? There's the R-rated Justice League right there.
Nice.
It's like we're there.
Oh my god.
Let me guess, he didn't even have to leave to take a pee.
I already cathered myself before we start, baby. I'm a real man. I love the fact. I mean, I enjoyed listening to the show, and I've listened to a few episodes here. I'm not gonna lie. I just recently, when Sean first introduced you to us, via Instagram and everything else, I started listening, and there was a few episodes that I listened to, and I listen to so much sometimes I can't actually remember half the crap I'm listening to. I'm not having memory loss. It's just I have so much going on in my life. And not saying the show isn't funny. It is funny. I enjoy it. I mean, you had the ones that titty, what was that called? Titty, the word of the
Titty note?
Titty note. Yeah. I was like, it's the part that you bite. Yeah, it's the part underneath the nipple. No, you know what that is? You guys know what that is, right? No? It's the portion of the food that you leave on your plate that you don't eat.
Oh.
That's it, that right?
Correct. Very good.
See, I'm educated.
Educated.
I graduated a couple years ago. No, but
so you're educated on.
shut up, Sean. I mean, Sean. Quiet, mad dog. No, I love you guys. Okay, first of all, your show by itself, you guys are great. You have wonderful chemistry together, and you make me laugh. And I love how you are. I love the voice. I love how you come across when I listen to you. You guys are really enjoyable, and you have the voices that just soothe as you listen to, and that's what my take on it. I enjoy. You're very calming and funny. Even when it's funny, it's very calming and easy to listen to you, and that's what I take from listening to your show, and I really enjoy it. It's a good thing to listen to, have in the background when I'm having it in my headbuds. It is while I'm working, and it's so enjoyable. I mean,
which
come on.
means he's not working.
Shut up. Nice. No,
Or listening, apparently.
No. Wow. No, like Sean said
He's
earlier,
just zoning.
No.
White noise. No.
Maybe you just like zoning. I don't know.
Be the ball. No. No, it's great stuff. I mean, it really is. I mean, congratulations on the success you've had so far. You guys have a pretty good amount of followers on Twitter. I guess I'm trying to figure guest-wise. I mean, we just recently started having guests. Do you prefer doing your own show just by yourself, or do you like bringing on more guests now? I was also going to say, your shows do vary in time. Like, we try to keep ours limited to a certain amount of time, but here lately with guests, we've been like breaching the 3 hours. And Sean has had to go through some serious cutting and everything else. So
I know.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, God. Like, we see Sean's posts, and it's the poor guy's up all night editing, and when he's on a cleanse, we're quite worried about him.
But he doesn't have an actual job, though.
he's drinking vodka anyway. Don't
You guys don't know what jobs I have, so don't even start on my personal
hand
life.
jobs don't count.
Oh, wow.
No, we give Sean a lot. We bust his ass and everything else, but we do love everything he does. And now Mad Dog assists him because Sean's usually in La La Land going crazy by listening to our ass about 40 times over in one night. And that's not even him after the next day. So we appreciate everything he does. He really does. I'm giving him props now, seriously. But back to my question to you guys. Are y'all planning on doing more guests, going on to more shows from here on down here in the future? Or are you going to go back to kind of stay into where you are? Are you going to keep your show longer? Or are you going to keep it around that 30-minute, 40-minute range?
Well, I'll tell you what. Our show is kind of like godless. And we don't have a specific time that our episodes will be. So sometimes there's the short ones. And if it's a Beer Wars, they're usually about 10, 15 minutes. And they could go on. And I don't know. I just think PodGal kind of says it's got to be 20 minutes. So I think it's...
no, I have to say it has to be way over 30 minutes.
Well, you do. Are we talking about podcasting?
Wow.
I think I even turned red in the face on that one.
It's a long time.
I'll answer this
You go, bro.
So for us, it's kind of, we don't want to be defined by a time, which I think can be a piss off to the listener. I'm a huge podcast listener. It's
You hear that,
something
Rick?
I'm passionate about listening to podcasts. I love them. And so I think anything under 30 minutes is not, as a listener, I don't like it. So I think we're striving to go for at least 30 minutes, and we'll, like podcast said.
Edit, please.
Like podcast.
So you like it when Rick goes that full 3. I get you. 3 hours. Rick, you the man, dog. 3 hours. Props. What, you got 2 dicks?
But we're just going to be like godless, and however much time it takes. And to answer the second part of the question is we definitely want to have more guests on this year, and we want to do more guesting.
So we're whoring ourselves out, guys.
Translation, okay.
You said that, not us.
Free rim jobs to everybody that comes on. Brought to you by my BDSM supply.
It's roll up the rim.
Now, when you do those shows, on those editing part, kind of going with Sean here a little bit, but on those editing part, do y'all just straight raw the way it is, or do you actually edit?
Whoa, straight raw? Dude, that'll rip some skin off.
I do edit, yes. Usually we record for a good 4 hours, and I edit it down to 20 minutes.
Oh, man. Major props to you.
We've now met the editing Nazi. Hi.
How do you do it? Speed? Like, geez.
Nah, he's like, more of me and less of her. Yeah. Man.
So, no, I don't do it. I do edit, but I don't do a lot of editing. So does that answer your question?
You know, Rick, chime in on your comment to them, and I'm going to go ahead and read it. You said raw. So for Pod Guy's problems, we like to offer some Spunk Lube from SpunkLube.com. Get your bottle of Spunk Lube to keep it from getting dry. Make sure you don't rub the skin off. Spunk Lube, brought to you by FSD Radio. Yes, that's actually a legit thing, too. They have Spunk Lube.
We want some. We want a case of it.
I've been trying to get him since the Mad Dog some.
They actually do make it in a gallon jug.
Yeah, they make it in gallon jugs. How do you know, bro?
Who's that?
Don't be touching me with that hand.
No, sorry. It's one of the guys that you follow on Twitter. Actually,
okay.
Was there was a tweet about it?
Oh, okay.
It's like if somebody gets in touch with me within the next.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, okay, I remember that. Wow.
What was it?
If they get in touch with him when he tweeted, he would send you a free bottle of Spunk Lube.
Yeah, the first person to get in touch with him.
Yeah, free Spunk Lube, my own spunk. That's not right.
Wow. So it's all organic? What the fuck?
Which means to be handmade by that horse. Oh wait, no, he is a horse. He can produce that much kind of quick.
What the hell? Oh my god!
Whoa, this has gotten a whole nother realm right now.
Oh man! All right, somebody asked the pod a couple of questions.
Okay, so I got a podcast related question. So what was the craziest episode y'all ever did?
They're on it right now.
Pretty much, yes.
No, for real?
I don't think anything really tops this, guys. We're talking about Spunk Lube here.
It's Miguel's fault.
I always get blamed for shit. That shit happens at my house. It happens at my job.
The common denominator every time. Let's think.
The universe got it. Man,
Don't get Buddhist on us. Come on.
do you guys go to cons yet? I mean, I don't know if there's any cons in Canada, or do you leave Canada, come into the States to go to 10 cons?
Well, we did go to a con.
Yeah, it's an excellent question.
And it was in Vancouver, and I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan.
Yes.
And so I really wanted to see him and go to his, what do they call it?
Panel. He had like a auditorium booked, and there was going to be a panel discussion.
Right. So we waited in line to go see Bruce, and I even had my Book of the Dead with me for him to sign.
Yes.
And he comes out on stage. He goes, "Hey, yeah, I know you guys love me," and he says, "I don't want to talk about me. You can't ask me any questions. We're going to bring up random people out of the audience and ask them questions."
That's different.
Whoa.
So it's like, well, I don't give a shit about this person dressed as Xena. Like, I don't really care, right?
One was dressed as Xena, one was dressed as Ash.
Yeah.
And there was a couple others. One got the boot because she wasn't interesting enough. And it was disappointing. It was disappointing AF.
Wow.
AF.
Got the millennial
so
shit going here. Damn. That's hardcore. It's disappointing AF. Shit.
And being a big fan and everything, like I wanted to know what Bruce was doing next and what he's working on and all that kind of stuff. So it was almost like a cock block to me, right? It was like, what? Like, oh yeah, let's go to cons.
Yeah.
So that was the first and last con you went to.
No, we had plans to go to a few more. The one in Vancouver happens every year. There's a big one in Calgary. And we actually were going to go to San Diego one year, and we had this Facebook group. Wasn't it a Facebook group? Ready to go. And we didn't make it because it became so complicated in terms of grabbing a hotel and the expense and getting tickets, but we would love to go.
So have you guys been to the one in San Diego?
No. Not at all.
Yeah. Way to stand on air is your back. Fuck yeah, we went. Come on. No. Fucking dumbasses. I'm not taught y'all anything. We're speakers there. We have our own panel. We talk about our bodies. No.
We're up there with Schwarzenegger.
No, we were actually supposed to attend this year on the behalf of our sponsor who had tickets. He wasn't able to make it, and we were going to try to go in his place. But litigations and other stuff came up, and we couldn't go. Based on they wouldn't let him pass them off, so we have to be employees of his. So I think next year we'll get a job. So we'll work as his paper clipper pushers or whatever we need to go, so we can go out there and do that con. But we have cons here. We've attended Comicpalooza. We're big parts of that.
That's an international Comic-Con, so it's still really big.
Yeah, you got
It's actually one of the largest, almost Comic-Con level.
Yeah, you got your San Diego, you got your New York, you have your C2E2, you have Comicpalooza, and I mean they kind of stand on their own. They got Amazing Con. They all stand on their own 2 feet or whatever. But Comicpalooza now that it's actually half of it's hosted by or covered by the city of Houston now. It's definitely making it a bigger thing, which is really cool. And we've had the fortunate. I've been there multiple times now, and the guys went this past year.
Which we were very good success.
Yeah, they were kind of shocked. I mean, it's
Excellent.
I mean, we met a lot of cool people. We got to hang out with Ming Cheng again, and we got to hang out with Flash Gordon, which was pretty cool.
Right.
We got to meet a few new people. We met Stephen Ogg from The Walking Dead, and also from you might know him from Grand Theft Auto. It's Trevor. And then we met a bunch of people from The Walking Dead. And of course, every once in a while you run into a guy who you love watching on TV, and he's a great actor, and then you go to just talk to him, be nice and whatever, and he's a real dirtbag. And sadly, it's somebody who I thought wouldn't be that way, but he was genuinely an ass. So who's the biggest celebrity you've met so far?
The biggest celebrity, like on the podcast?
Anywhere. I mean, just you and about as yourself as a podcast.
What do you think, Hot Guy?
It's all Canadian people, right? Because Jim Cuddy, pinched my ass.
Yeah, he did at a folk festival.
Wow.
He would know.
Yeah, I know.
No, it actually is quite something.
But he can get away with it because he's not from Hollywood. Okay.
Nice. And it was in the beer tent, so I think anything goes in the beer tent.
Hashtag me too.
Ouch!
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Hey, you can't make that joke. I tried making that joke last week and they cut it out.
Well, probably won't make it.
Well, he does it a lot better than you do, Miguel, though.
What are you trying to say?
Well, he's a Canadian. He's allowed to make that joke.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to also tell you guys what we think about your podcast. We think you're awesome. I don't know a lot about comic books, and gaming, but we listen to your podcast and you're having so much fun and you're so passionate about it. It's compelling. It draws us in. So we just love it. So you're doing a great job and I see very good things for you.
Well, thank you all very much. We appreciate it. I mean, I feel, like I said, I feel the same way about you guys. I think you guys are on your way up. My next question was going to be networking out there in Canada. Cause again, I don't know exactly what part of Canada you're in or what part are you close to state-wise.
Seattle. We're close to Seattle.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right. So you're way over there. Okay. Man. Wow. So it's not like I could go visit you then. Okay. All right. They probably don't want me there. They never let me into Canada in the first place.
They might let you into Canada, but the U.S. may not let you back in.
What are you trying to say, brah? I served this country, sir. So how is it easy? I mean, are there a lot of radio networks out there or a lot of people you're able to get your show on?
Really? Yeah. There's not very many people podcasting at all kind of thing. So it's really funny having like a majority of our network, which we can't really interact with in another country kind of thing. So
most of our listeners are everyone's from the States, are very, very few from Canada. It's very, very interesting. So,
except for Montreal, we love you guys.
Oh,
that's the first time anyone's ever said that. I'm just joking. It's like saying I love Detroit.
How would you know?
I don't know. I've been an ass. Taint love.
So, who is your biggest stalker, would you say?
Oh, I know who that is. Ooh, I know.
What?
His biggest
Let them answer, motherfuckers. Come on.
I did research, bruh. I know who Pod Guy's stalker is.
So who is it?
It is. It's Terry from the Caribbean.
Terry who?
I thought it was Terry from the Caribbean.
Oh, Terry Orts.
Is she the one that was sending you stuff?
Yes.
See?
Oh,
wow.
Right. Oh, God. Yeah.
And you're never going to believe what I got in the mail the other day.
Naked photos?
It's massive. It was like a wooden crate. I kid you not.
Yeah, it's true.
It was the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, my God.
Size crate?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We haven't even talked about it on our podcast, but
I think
it is mind freaking boggling.
That is wow. That is
wow.
You heard it here first, folks. That's right here. Let it be known today. Pod Guy is dead tomorrow. Pod Girl did it. Pod Gal did it.
Well, I'll have to show you what was in this crate. I'll do it coming up, but yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. So, and to the best of my knowledge, we do not know who this person is.
So it begs the question, is this really a stalker or is this a worshiper? I mean, do you have a cult starting here?
Well, I don't know. I just got this crate full of cock oil.
Brought to you by Spunk Lube.
Spunk Lube, sorry.
And you can get it now at Sling Flings. If you don't have it, call up at My BDSM Supply.
Dang.
50-gallon barrel size?
We import it for you.
Oh, man.
Terry.
So, wow, a crate. Dude, do we have any stalkers?
Not that I know of right now.
I mean, we're so oblivious, we probably do, and we don't even know it.
And we have dedicated listeners, but I don't think we've had anybody that actually sent us stuff like that.
Could be both.
Sean's a stalker. He's the one that stalks the fans.
Oh shit!
Low blow. That's getting edited out.
I think there's a flag on the play.
We have illegal use of the hands. Hashtag me too. That's getting cut.
Damn.
No, that's freaking cool though. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Josh.
Well, I mean, with you guys actually receiving stuff, I'm assuming like somehow they got your address or something along those lines.
I mean, we're looking at the website. We can't seem to find.
Yeah, do you make that publicly available, or did they find you?
I still think it's somebody I know. So it would have to be because they know my name and just all this weird shit's coming in the mail. And it's like expensive to ship, right? So
Yeah, Canada.
they're dedicated. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
so no, we haven't made our address publicly available.
So it probably is somebody you know personal who's basically.
I think so. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. So
you got a rich stalker,
that
man.
takes the edge off. Yeah.
But does it?
Oh, after the trailer we saw earlier, does it?
Nice. you got to start dropping, dude. Pod guy, you got to use this to your advantage, man. You got to like start dropping hints. Shit, I did love that new Rolex. You know, I'm just saying.
Well, I have. It's about the spunk lube.
You know, this new cock ring I've been wanting. You know, I'll be like, Rick, go 3 hours. I'm just saying, man. You got to take that to your advantage. You got fans.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, that's a
let's
great
experiment,
idea.
and I'm going
Yeah.
to put out some requests for things to be shipped to me, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's play with them.
Hey, but don't worry. In a couple of weeks, my BDSM supply will be on our show live, and I'll make sure I get something sent to you. So I want your address at the end of the show. I promise you, I will
have it.
I will get something sent to you, whether it be spunk lube,
Brought to you.
Rick's underwear, whatever you want. It's
What the hell?
wow. So how long? Okay, here's the big one. Here's a big question for you guys. I know where we stand on this. What is your end game? I know where we want to be. What we want to actually try to accomplish. Is your end game to be just to do this and have fun and do it for as long as you can? Or are you out there trying to make it like this is going to be your job? This is where you're going to make some money? Are you trying to take it that route? Where are you going with this?
So our vision is actually to make this our full-time job where we're making money and having fun, and essentially our hobby is our job. So we do want to take it seriously this year for us. I don't want to say make or break, but we just want to get it to that level. And our motto for the year is focus. We're just going to work extremely hard. So the podcast and a couple other things, like just job-wise, are completely our focus.
Nice.
Cool.
So you're definitely going the route of taking this and making it big, not just kind of staying small and being content with that.
Yeah,
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't be.
Sounds like
content
us.
with it.
Have you not heard
Yeah.
Pod Girl all night? She don't like things small
She likes them big.
and black.
Yeah, so that's our vision. So we need to make it happen. And I think we've got a unique product. And so it's just a matter of marketing it. And I think working hard and getting out of our comfort zone and treating it as a full-time job.
Yeah, so we're just going to work really hard. We're going to see what happens at the end of the year. And yeah, the dream is to be podcasters.
That's nice. I mean, you're on a good start. You have a great show. We're in no position to really offer advice. We haven't been doing this forever. I've been doing it now we've done this together for now.
But from what I can tell, it is all about the networking.
Yes.
It is all about the friends and the people that you have that get involved in it, the people that feel like they're a part of the podcast, other people in their podcasts and their following. It's marketing, and it's networking, and it's community building. And
Totally. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
I really see you guys doing a lot of that. And I have a question kind of related to that, and you can either answer or not answer, but who was your best guest that you ever had? Who did you have the most fun with, you enjoyed having most on the podcast?
That is a really timely and interesting question. I think, okay, I'll answer and then you can answer, but The people that I most enjoyed, I have to say, were the guys from the Crazy Town podcast. I thought they were easy to get along with. We had a lot of fun and we were super nervous about it, but it was fun. We had a good rapport. There was a lot of back and forth. So for me, they were my favorite guests.
And for us, it's like, we're just starting this. So we're not really sure like what's going to happen when we have a guest on. And it's really nerve wracking. I'm sure we have, people that we kind of know or think that we know through social media and stuff like that. And there's that comfort in kind of knowing somebody. And we've had a lot of really good guests, but Crazy Town has been really easy, and I like that.
Yeah, like Jonas and TNT Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite.
MIGHD. Yeah, they were, for us, it was the easiest hosting we had ever done. So
for sure.
So we'll make sure to steal them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would encourage they were excellent. They were so easy. They were prepared. Like we had said to do a couple things, and they were ready for it. And I thought they were witty, and it flowed nicely. And
guys, guess what? We didn't grill them.
Oh man, fuck you.
I don't think they have the grill, but I would encourage you to check them out. Check out their podcast and have them on. And they're also from your state.
Oh, the hell, that ain't nobody from this state but us.
The only Texan podcast.
That's right. Fuck this podcast community shit. It's just us.
Hey, everything is big in Texas.
That's right. You know it right here. Look at this leg. No, that's cool. And I understand about having a guest show. I mean, this is again, we've been doing this together now for a year. I did it somewhere else. But Rick is like the guy who tries to control everything. And, and I'm not dogging him on that. I'm actually paying him compliment. That's what he does. He tries to keep us on track.
Producer.
But we're still trying to get into this rhythm of how we want to do our guests. And we give them the option to do the whole show with us, or we do our show and we just bring them in as a guest on the side. So just so you know, we have a bunch of stuff here, and Sean is going to do his best editing to keep it under 2 hours or whatever he's going for. So I don't want you to think that, one, we're trying to cut you off early, or we didn't ask enough questions or everything else, because you were with us for the whole show. So, we're just trying to, we don't want to offend anybody, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, you definitely won't offend us, and we're totally into it.
Wait. I'm totally offended.
You would be.
I want to hear 3 hours of my voice. No more, no less.
I can put you on a loop. I can
just take her to bed.
Don't worry about that. And we actually were kind of curious as well. We weren't sure what our role was, or were we to be here for trailer talk. And so, like we're trying to get our head around what is the best way to guest and what is the best way to host. It's new, and I think we're all learning. So I think we can experiment and come up with some good practices.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so again, not trying to cut you short. We don't want to keep you awake all night. I know you guys got sex to get on to. But do you want, please give us shout outs to where they can find you, how they can reach you, what they can see, all your Twitter handles, your Instagram handles, your porn handles, whatever you want to give us. Hand out now.
Okay, so you can find the Pod Couple podcast on iTunes, Google Play Music, wherever you find your podcasts. And we are on Twitter and Instagram at the Pod Couple.
Yeah, we even have a website. It is thepodcouple.com.
Translated.
Why car? What are you, con? Why is it car?
Because the car.
Canada. Fucking idiot.
Do you not know how URLs are broken down?
I'm not fucking Canadian,
Why didn't they get can, though? Did the extra N spelled? Was it too much money?
I think can was already taken.
There is no N option. It's just CA.
Yeah, Canada's its suffix is .ca.
We need to freaking lobby the internet and get the N, guys. Come on.
I like the car.
I bet you do. We'd like to give you the .com if you like. Coming straight out of... Well, down
So
here.
that's where you find us. So
Yeah, we've been looking at your website the entire time. But I wanted to ask you this question. So why what's the word I'm looking for? Anonymity? Is it
Anonymity.
And thank you. I cannot talk or can't think today.
It's one of those words that people can't say, like aluminum, so it's fine.
Aluminum.
And then you can say aluminium. Yeah, like Rick said.
Whatever. So why stick to Pod Guy and Pod Girl? You guys got Pod Gal, whatever. You got crimes against humanity? What's going on here? You running from the law? What are you, Jack Bauer?
we wish. I don't know. I think it started out where I was working and I wanted to I didn't want to be identified for fear that I was a professional businesswoman and
she's always talking about her 12-inch anaconda. So she thought it would be best to have a bit of a, cover for that.
I understand.
Yeah, an AKA.
Gotcha. So this is some
bury those in the ground and then fire them after. I don't know.
So it's some corporate Jason Bourne type stuff.
So, but if you look on our Instagram, especially, you will actually see pictures of us, and you will get to know where we live, and you can very easily figure out who we are.
They live in.
And I really like Rolex. Just throwing it out there.
So do you hear that, Terry?
Love a Rolex watch.
So Terry,
Diamond bracelets that are kind of feminine.
What?
Whoa!
I like to call it a cock bracelet.
So a special message out to Terry. Pod Guy likes Bingo-Bongo for his bingo. And boy, will Pod Girl get the bongo.
Oh, I did have one last question that reoccurred to me after I forgot about it.
What is an iceberg hemorrhoid?
Yeah, how do you get no. It's the like a kind of a bit of a commentary thing. Like when you get into podcasting, you really start to get a whole different social dynamic with the circles and the people you kind of start getting exposed to, I guess we'll say.
What are you trying to say? Why do you got to look at me when you say shit like that?
Never mind, Miguel. So, have you guys noticed, like, kind of, has there been a difference in your lives, really, with the social circles and the people you've started to run with since you started podcasting?
I'm not too sure, but I just think our social media family is fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about them at all.
Yeah, me either. I feel we're really connected with our Instagram. Like, I think our Instagram friends are, as a whole, super friendly, super positive. So Pod Guy runs that. And Twitter as well. Like, we feel very close to our network of podcasters and podcast listeners and followers. So I don't know if that answers the question, but
yeah, definitely.
And yeah, it's like a community, and we're growing that community, and it's exciting because, we like these people, we enjoy these people, they're nice, and yeah, so I really enjoy growing the community.
Yeah, and I feel, we could go to various cities, and we could come and see you guys and go for a drink, and we'd have a blast.
Drinks.
Absolutely.
Like, it would just be like we know each other, so...
Sean's not allowed to drink anymore.
He's on the cleanse.
Wow.
He's underage.
What? For what country?
Well, the cleanse does make you look younger.
Oh, you got a point there. I got a beard. I'm good.
He's got a glow to him, doesn't he?
He's got that Fabio hair kicking.
He does have a shine to him now, although that could just because it's a little warm in the room.
It is warm in this room.
That's all Miguel's fault.
What the hell?
Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure to chat with you real time, and I'm so grateful that you asked us to be on your podcast, so thank you.
Yes, thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Mad Dog, I loved you tonight.
Whoa, he gonna put the collar on you, baby. He gonna put the collar on you.
Yes, thanks, guys. I'm honored to be on your show, so thank you.
Thank you, Pod Couple. We loved having you guys. I've always been a big fan ever since I heard your show, so, it's really just awesome actually getting to talk to you guys and do a podcast together, so thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks. You. We feel the same.
And so,
okay, guys. Well, wrap her up. Have a great show. and let us know when it's going to air. Sean, I'm sure we'll hear about the editing. And
Absolutely.
You'll be bitching and complaining. God damn it, Bill.
and we'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
All right, take care. Have some great sex.
Okay, bye.
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 All right, guys, that was the pod couple. Great bunch of guys. Oh, man, so much fun. Want to give you a quick update on who's coming next. Are you guys ready? Yeah, are you ready?
We're pumped.
Well, you had to be that pumped. Shit. I mean, it's just fucking Morgan's Organs. He'll be joining us on Monday, the 19th. But wait for this. February the 15th, this Thursday. Put it down in your calendars. Fucking, I know you didn't, so you just put it now. We are going live on a No Fucks Giving Hour. Yeah, Unknown Factor is hosting our lazy ass for a whole hour. You think I'm fucking bad? You don't know shit.
And we love you, Morgan's Organs. We are very excited. Fuck
Yes.
Miguel.
No, I was getting back to the Morgan's Organs coming on Monday the 19th. Also, Monday the 22nd. February. Hopefully one of our new sponsors coming down the line because Rick loves them and he needs them. My BDSM Supply. Yes, my BDM Supply will be live on the show. And by the way, he loves all the cheap plugs we give him. Who wouldn't, right? Then, in the beautiful month of March, yes, Monday, March the 5th, Maxwell Ivy, the blind blogger. I still don't know if he's actually blind or not, or if he's just a blogger. We'll find that out. Dude has tons of followers and he's excited to come on the show and I can't wait to have him. As you can see, we don't discriminate against everybody. No one. We let everybody on this show. All right. And then we're going back to a Sunday because, you know, some people just can't come on a Monday. So Sunday, March the 11th, the Cinema Psycho shows. Yeah, another crazy ass podcast group coming on to join us. And you think we're nuts. I'm just saying. Woo. Oh, yeah. And then back-to-back Sundays. Sunday, 18th of March. No Fucks Given comes to us. Yeah, baby. So now we're going to give them some of us on this show. Oh, yeah. That's on Monday. That's on Sunday.
I'm
18th.
scared. I'm frightened now.
Now, one of them that I kind of got into, and I got this person I didn't get this person, but this person approached us and it's been like a luck thing. And I'm still shocked about it. And I'm pretty excited about it. And I've actually listened to the music. And another band, we had Servants of Science on our here and we loved them. We had this young lady, another Canadian, Michaela Hay, coming on. Very talented young lady. She is excited to do the show, and we're going to have her on Monday, the 26th. So she'll be joining us for the full show. And just like the Servants of Science, music will be played in between the gaps or wherever, however Sean does it. But she's very excited. The young lady's going to be huge. I'm telling you, if you have not listened to her, you need to go out on YouTube, listen to the album, or go see her videos, or see her on Facebook, whatever. She's amazing. She's got some talent. Her dad will probably be joining us too, and he's a pretty funny guy. Just from the emails I've been emailing back and forth with him. So that's our guest coming on. Again, guys, you know, we're sponsored by Uncanny Comics. Joseph Cano, I talk all about shit about him and everything else, and the funny jokes aside, no bullshit. The man pays the rents, pays the lights, takes care of us, hooks us up, does all kinds of free shit, has a great comic book store. He's busting his ass. He's going to move. He's getting bigger. He has more followers than the big three in Houston. Okay? Wrap your head around that shit. A small comic book store in Rosenberg has more followers, more activity on his social media net than the big three in Houston. That says something for a local comic shop live in Rosenberg, fucking Texas. Uncanny Comics, if you don't visit him, you need to go visit him. You need to get a subscription. You need to get something. It's a great shop. They play games. They do it all. I bust balls and I make fun of it, but it's a great shop. Now, our other people, Time Out Entertainment, who we've not actually launched the website yet. That's the thing I was going to bring up. That show is going to launch. So that's another show that we're going to be involved in. So we'll have to kind of figure out how we're going to want to do this. We don't want to overwhelm ourselves. But that show is going to be political. So that show is going to be in your face and up your ass. So you better bring it. I'm just saying. So be ready for that. Also, partner, sponsor, lover, Tokyo Munchies, Kyle and Kyle. Kyle loves him some Kyle. I'm just saying that. They're two sexy motherfuckers and they love each other. Kyle from Tokyo Munchies sends us everything we need, from chips, from dips, to sex. Well, no, we don't get no sex from Kyle. Shame on him. But damn, do we get some wasabi. And if you never had wasabi rubbed on your genitals, you just don't know. I'm just saying. So Tokyo Munchies is the way to get it. All right. Also, Virus Vodka. Love these guys. Send us things. Great vodka. They got the good stuff. They're always making crazy shit. They got the grape juice, the red juice, and the shit is clear. So that tells you they're adding something to it's really good. You know, that strawberry thing they made for us that one time at Compalooza. They'll be there again. They're our partners. They love us. We love them. Gonna get a hold of those guys, get some more stuff to do some more giveaways through Periscope. How about that? Y'all down with that?
Sound good.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Now, hopefully a sponsor here in the near future, My BDSM Supply. Yes, My BDM Supply will be coming on our show, as you know. This guy's very excited to come on the show, and he wants to be a sponsor, wants to be a player, so we can hook him up, take care of some stuff. Use hashtag Rick, Rick the Dick, get free 10% off. You never know. Last week it was Ish. Barry Media loves the balls. That was the hashtag. So this week it'll be hashtag.
Badass.
Oh, that's right. It was hashtag that ass. Okay. What? Yeah, I just make them up as I go. They're probably not even real codes. Eventually we'll get a real code and we'll go that route. Don't forget our lovely radio stations, Beyond the Dawn. Thank you very much for everything you do for us, playing us on Thursday, playing us on Saturday, and doing the marathons. We can't say enough about it. Beyond the Dawn Radio. No fucks given. We can't wait to be on your show. Can't wait to have you. Thank you for playing us. Thank you for the support. Love it. Sling Flings, which is also known as SFD Radio. Yeah. Brought to you by the Spunk Lube. Shit that Josh can't get enough of. Keeps the rubbing going good. Nice and soft and easy. And it doubles as a hand cream lotion. Spunk Lube. We're going to get some for our pod guy out in Canada. So make sure you send us that Spunk Lube. So those guys, those are the people we love. But don't forget Bob from Pumpkin Teeth. Bob from Pumpkin Teeth is also another guy, hell of a dude, wants to come back on the show, wants to be part of our family. So we're going to work something out there, hopefully figure it out. We'll all get pumpkin teeth in. I'm losing mine, so I need new teeth. But anyway, that's what. Anybody else want to throw something out there? What? Fuck you. Anybody else got something you want to say about some good people?
Just another shout out to Panphobia Podcast. My friend Stacy Jane up in Michigan. Really, really awesome chick. We're definitely hoping to get her on soon on the podcast, but she's extremely busy because she's a single mom. She's a model. She's running her own podcast. She's an awesome chick. You can find her on Instagram. And that one is spelled like Jane Stacy, when her name's actually Stacy Jane, but it's like Jayne Stacy, it's the typical Instagram deal. You can find her on there. Gorgeous pictures, and she's a really awesome, really smart person.
And of course, the last shout out, sending out to our good friend Gabriel from Blackout.
Black Forest Comics.
Thank you very much. Where'd I get the Blackout from? Black Forest Comics.
Blackout drunk, maybe?
My buddy. My buddy. He was a sponsor, ran some issues. He's trying to get back on the sponsor trail with us, but we're giving him a shout out anyway because I love him to death. He's a good guy. And if you're ever in Seguin, go visit him. He's a great dude. Brought to you by Mad Dog Beer. Mad Dog Beer here. The only thing Josh drinks, Mad Dog Beer.
Mad Dog is not a beer. It's a wine, thank you.
Is it technically a wine?
I'm not talking about MD 2020.
Grape wine.
I'm talking, my bad is Red Dog. Red Dog drunk by Mad Dog. Enjoy Red Dog on the Mad Dog. Thank you very much, America.
I have nothing else. You have said all the shout outs that we have.
Oh, Canada. That's all I know.
We're out.
We're out. You have a good day. Good day.
Good day.
Good day, mate. That's not an eye. Fucking idiot.
Hey guys, you can connect with us on iTunes
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
and Twitter
At critic_thinking.
and also on Facebook and Instagram.
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Critical Thinking is on Beyond the Dawn Radio, which is known for playing the best indie radio music around the world.
On Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Central Time.
And if you like the show, please 5-star the episode and tell your friends. So thank you for joining us, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.